Are we? Because
Hello, everybody. The gang's all here. Welcome to the Trophy Room pre-show. I'm your host, Joseph. Alongside me, of course, the two greatest co-hosts the boy could ask for. But before we get into all the show and the shenanigans that will ensue, we first must guess the game. Kyle Stevenson, take it away before because I got to ready up all the show notes and all that stuff. Go.
first off, welcome back, Light.
Thank you. Glad
We
to be
missed you.
back. Missed you guys. So happy to
Wasn't
be
the same.
here.
I know everyone in chat was like, "Oh, no Light again? How dare you?"
It was weird because obviously 10 days is a long vacation, but with how it hit, it felt like we were gone for 2 full weeks, even though we weren't really. But it was like 2 school weeks and work weeks because of how it fell. So it was really bizarre. It was really bizarre.
Silkan in chat puts what my guess would have been.
I've never even heard of that. Unfinished Swan.
It's an early PS3. Yeah.
Damn. All right.
So like it's a completely white world, and you go through and you throw splashes of black paint on. And
Cool.
stuff. Yeah. Play previous days. Jesus, we missed so many. Joe putting
Gotta put a kibosh on it, man. It's
Okay.
one of those it's another like 12-hour workday. I'm like,
Oh, you're preaching to the choir, sir.
it's been a rough one today.
Is this some Bethesda bullshit? Like,
I don't think so.
no,
All right, I gotta see what Kyle thinks is Bethesda bullshit.
you don't even have this up. You're not even paying attention while we play.
I'm doing the show notes. I told you.
What? Okay.
I'm doing the show notes. This is what I do every episode.
It kind of, so the art style doesn't look exactly the same, but it reminds me of a level in I'm blanking on the name of it now, but that weird game that came out that I thought was a horror game but wasn't really, that we had in the indie list, where she was a nun. Shit, what was that called?
Oh, Indica.
Yeah, there's a level that kind of reminds me of
Sure.
this. I don't think it's actually that, but
I don't have a better guess, so okay.
yeah,
71.
definitely looks older.
Like, is this an amnesia game? Let's say The Bunker. Nope. PC, PS4, Xbox One. Thief? Is this Thief?
Ooh, good guess. Good guess.
Nope, it's not. It is a stealth game, though. So what's another stealth game from PS4 and Xbox?
What are those pod-looking things?
I don't know. They almost look like insect-like.
Yeah.
So Candace says Sticks.
Haven't heard of that one either. This is going to be all games I've never heard of.
Sure, Shards of Darkness. Well, it's not Shards of Darkness. It's another Sticks game, though. Master of Shadows.
Nailed it. I knew that. That was obvious.
I know they just showed a new one at like a recent showcase that I thought was cool. I had no idea it was a franchise. It's wild. Look at all these games.
How far do you have to scroll?
A lot, because it's not loading anymore.
We broke it.
Oh, there was just an ad that was inserted in the middle there. That's why. Okay. Oh boy. I got nothing. Still Candace says, "Wow, Joe finally learned to unbutton the top button of his shirt."
It's a nice shirt, by the way.
Thanks. We had a whole thing. I got crazy every button I unbuttoned.
By the way, I had a bit planned for something in the show later, and I just couldn't find the correct apparatus to make it happen. I'll wait
Oh
for the
shoot!
main
I had
show,
a bit too. I was supposed to text you guys about weeks ago, and I forgot. Do you remember when I texted you? I was like, "I'm going to text you something just so you know."
Oh, sure.
I never did it. I'll have to do it for next week. Is this some form of like that looks like a baseball diamond, but
Oh. Oh yeah, I see. I see what you're saying.
there's also factories in the background. So is there like a I don't know, the coloring is throwing me off though.
Yeah, like Silkan, it says it looks like a Metal Gear filter. I don't
Okay.
think it's Metal Gear though, but it. Let's go Peace Walker. But like, I like your idea of the baseball thing. Oh, 86, and those are dead people. That's not a baseball game. Dead
Are they people or
creatures.
creature? Yeah.
Oh, I think this is Chimera. I think this is the Resistance Vita game. Oh my god. Burning Skies, maybe? I think is what it's called. Oh, damn.
Ooh.
So it's the first one then. Ball of Man. Yeah, there we go. Bring it back. It's so good. I don't remember it being so gray though.
It's very shady.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a very gray game, man.
Yeah, I don't.
This was the part of like games where everything was like, it has to be Call of Duty brown and gray.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what the kids are jonesing.
I think 2 was a little bit more colorful, which I remember more vividly. Ma_51 says, "Hey Joe, wanted to say happy birthday for last week. I was also born October 4th, 1991."
Heck yes, dude. Heck yes. Who was that?
Ma_51
Ma?
in the
Thank you
Twitch
so
chat.
much. Thank you so much. Twitch chat out there. I forgot though that we have a Twitch chat. What's up, everybody? Toss your bits our way. You know what I mean? Whatever the kids are saying.
And if you do, we have no idea how to.
Yeah,
get them,
we'll never
retrieve
know.
them. They're just sitting there.
Oh. Oh my
Alright.
god.
Okay. I don't think it is, but is this a Gears game?
I will defer to you.
The coloring doesn't quite look right, but the stuff with the ground and I don't know.
Yeah. These like purple
no.
lights in the back are.
Yeah, I
throwing me
don't
off.
know.
The dots.
Let's skip it.
Okay. I was
Let's
gonna
get
say Lord of the
more.
Rings.
Whoa. Not
Yeah,
what I was
definitely not Gears. Ooh,
Yeah.
excuse
No,
me.
definitely not Lord of the Rings either. What is that?
Who's this man over here?
Good eye spotting him though.
Yeah, he does kind of blend in with
He's
this
just
metal.
a little
here.
metal
Yeah.
boy.
Genie says Expedition.
Oh boy.
Lost Odyssey? I don't have a better guess. Could be.
Sounds fine to me.
Oh, good job, Genie.
Genie, once again, the MVP of the chat.
Yeah, nice.
1 second, then I'll be right ready. So this will be the
good.
last one, and I'll tweet everything live if you guys can like.
We
it,
got
you
two
can
more
like
in
it.
us. We got 2 more in us. Joe can't tell us what to do. I'm back
He
now,
can't-
damn it.
He's not at the controls anymore, you know? Exactly. You're back. You're in charge. What up, Greg? Oh, before he's got his headphones on, so I can't even sneak it. Mike, yesterday, he put it out on Blue Sky. Apparently, there is a soundboard built into this.
What?
Because I was talking and I said something that he didn't like, and he booed me. He hit a boo button, and I thought I was possessed. I don't see it, which means I'm worried that Joe has all the power.
Oh, I see it, but don't worry, I won't do that because
Cool.
I don't know if it. I don't know if it would be on my track or a weird separate track, and then wouldn't be able to like edit it in post, that type of stuff.
Just for reference, where is it?
So I think this one is Planet of Lana.
You're no fun. What a party pooper. Whoa, look at you, Joe.
Oh, All right, we
Joe,
got
don't
one
act
more.
like you got that. The chat told us that.
Oh,
Did they?
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm.
All right, there we
Cheating
go.
over here. Cheating with the
I ain't
chat.
cheating. I ain't cheating. I would never cheat. I even have chat up right now.
Oh, see, so Canada's keeping you honest in chat. Did you do separate audio tracks? Are we all
Yep.
set up correctly?
We are awesome. Thank you. Honestly, like, bro, please keep me. I even double checked.
All right, Joe. It's been a minute.
Okay. 6 minutes to the queue.
Mm-hmm.
43 degrees.
No, way lower.
Way lower. 27 degrees.
Lower.
$15 degrees.
Higher. This is your last guess.
18 degrees. Oh, if it's 21, I'm going to be pissed.
21.
Hey!
Hey, let's go. We done did it. All right. I tweeted it out. If we could skeet that, that'd be great. And that's it, everybody. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into the show, okay? We got so much to talk about. I just want to talk about Ghost of Yotei the entire time.
I didn't write the intro.
You didn't?
No, I forgot to do that. I was adding the questions.
Joe, you
That's
can't
right.
talk about skeeting because now I have that song stuck in my head. And it'll be in my head the whole show.
Aw,
All right.
skeet skeet, motherfucker. Aw, skeet
Yep.
skeet, hot
Oh,
dog.
skeet. Oh, skeet. Oh, wait, no longer greatness has arrived. Welcome to episode 447 of The Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players. I'm your host, Joseph, aka Mr. Badbit, and it is here where we chat about the latest and greatest in all things PlayStation each and every week. Just like this week, where we're going to talk about our spoiler-free 20 hours plus through Ghost of Yotei impressions. We're going to be talking about how Sony Interactive Entertainment and Giant Squid trademarked Sword of the Sea in Europe and what that may mean, because it is crazy. PlayStation quietly cancels the PlayStation Concert 2025 dates in the United States of America. And also Ubisoft, they're a bit of cowards. All that and more as we get into it this week. But as we start each and every week to introduce the greatest co-host, whoever will be, Mr. Kyle Stevenson, the bearded one. How are you, sir?
I'm good, but I've been here for the last 2 weeks. So let's get to the returning member, because everyone was there.
That's true. Seriously, back by popular demand from her Disney trip. Didn't see any gifts, which a bit of a bummer. It's okay. I'm not going to hold that against you. I am. Light, how are you, miss?
I'm very good. I'm happy to be back. Disney was wonderful, but 10 days in a hotel room with a toddler is a lot. She was amazing, though. That being said, she was such a rock star. We had so much fun. She wanted to go on everything. She even wanted to go on Tower of Terror. She regretted that decision after, but she did want to go on it originally. And I wish the internet wasn't weird, because I wish I could share this picture of her, because her face on this, I felt so bad. So for those of you who don't know, Tower of Terror is literally what it sounds like. You ride on a fake elevator. It brings you up. It drops you. It brings you up. It drops you. The first drop, she loved it. She was laughing and smiling. And I was like, fuck yeah, I might get this place right. And then it just keeps going. And by the end, she was like that was actually her face that I just did. Sorry, audio listeners. Lots of chins and mouth wide open and eyes as wide as saucers. So I felt bad. She didn't cry, but after we said, so baby girl, what'd you think? And she goes, it needs to go in the garbage.
I'm not going to show it because you did send it to us in our group text.
Yeah.
And I just pulled it up here. My favorite thing of this photo is not Baby Light's face, which is fantastic. It's you leaning over and smiling because you know damn well what's going through her head.
The whole time, I'm just hugging her really tightly, being like, okay, here comes another one. Here comes another one. Drop. Okay, one more, drop. Oops, just kidding. Here's another one.
Oh my god, dude. First off, that little girl is braver than I could ever be in my entire life. That is my number one fear, is being stuck in an elevator and it dropping. Oh,
Well, so she loves roller coasters. Like, that's the thing. It's not like we just took her on this cold turkey. She loves like the kiddie coasters, the big kid coaster she was allowed to go on. There's like a Snow White mine train coaster. She loved that. That was her favorite ride. They have a Slinky Dog roller coaster, which is actually pretty intense for someone her size. She loves that. And she heard everybody yelling and she's like, Mama, they're having so much fun. And I was like, I know, would you like to try it? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, before we go on, this is a tummy tickle ride. Like, it's not fast. It tickles your tummy. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, oh, okay. And we have these little noise canceling headphones because she gets a little sensory overload sometimes with sounds. So we put those on her so she didn't get scared from the little intro, because, you know, there's like lightning and thunder and they're ghosts and whatever. And yeah, she didn't like it. She did not like it. She did not like it. But other than that, it was great. She had a great time. We did the dining plan, so we got to do character breakfasts every day. So we literally saw every character we could have possibly wanted to see. It was wonderful. It was great.
Did you go to Galaxy's Edge?
So we did go to Galaxy's Edge, but only one time. And we were not able to really look in the stores, because I even told them, I was like, I have to get Joe a present from here. And we did not go any of the stores. We only stopped to get the popcorn, the colored popcorn. And we did do the Millennium Falcon ride. And she was one of the pilots. And let me tell you, that shit was hysterical.
Never tell me the odds.
Luckily, they had it so it was just me, Mr. Light, and her in it, because I would have felt bad if anybody else got stuck with us, because she was the pilot and I was the pilot. And that I wish they had video footage of how bad we were doing. It was so funny, though.
God bless, living my dream out there. My word. All right, like, listen, I got a question for you. You missed 2 weeks, so we're doing lightning round. Okay,
ready.
I'm not gonna ask you how the state of play was. I don't remember it, but I will.
I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
Okay, good.
Couldn't tell you what was in it.
But did you see the Wolverine trailer?
I didn't watch the Wolverine trailer yet. Because I wanted to react to it for my channel, so I haven't watched anything. I know that happened, but like I don't know what else was in it. I haven't watched it.
I've heard it's let's gory. Watch it right now, but no,
I've heard it's gory.
It's gory.
We can watch it right now if you can clip it for me, and I can post it on mine too. I'm fine with that.
Or we could do it in part of the post show.
Yeah, okay, post show. Perfect. We'll do a post show. Oh my god, this is gonna be great.
Also, Soros got a release date during the state.
Soros got a release date. Okay. Second question. Game Pass price hike? What's your thoughts? In a Twitter post.
I love Xbox, but they make it real hard to defend them sometimes. And especially, God, there are so many ththings I wish I can say that I signed an NDA and can't say, so I can't. I'm going to skip it. But knowing things that I know, it extra pisses me off. And I'm very frustrated by those decisions. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. After learning some things I learned this weekend, it's like, okay, man.
Yeah, there was I personally can't see a need for them to do that. I'd be curious to know how much of that comes from Xbox or how much of that comes from Microsoft executives. Like, I wish I knew like the inner workings of the company. Yeah. But that's really frustrating, because I feel like every time Xbox gets in good graces with people, they do something that like brings them back into bad graces. And it's just like, I want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to have other people love you as much as I love you and see the value that you have, because there really is value there. But then you just keep doing dumb shit, man.
Yeah, pretty much same thoughts. Real dumb shit. I don't know. The current state of like platforms in general just seems so depressing and dire at this point.
And if you use all of the features, $30 for what you're getting really is still a good deal. But the problem is people don't want those features. They didn't ask for those. And you just put them in so that you could. It feels like they're like, what can we add to this so that we can up the price? That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like a natural thing. People are like, hey, we wish this was part of it. And they're like, okay, we can do that, but we're going to probably have to raise the price. It didn't feel like that. It feels like, okay, we want more money. So what can we say is in this now to get more money? And it just feels
we'll just
icky.
drop. Yeah, it's like we'll drop the beta stuff. We'll give people the allowance of like, hey, if you pay more, you get a better quality stream. It's like
people still like Fortnite, right? We'll do the Fortnite club.
Listen, well, listen. There's value there, but it's just like it's. It's depressing to see. I want like nobody wants a weak Xbox or whatever. It's like you want strong competition that pushes Sony to do stuff that we want. And now for that not being there, I don't think it's anything like to cheer for. I think it's a legit bummer. And that being said, as much as that bums me out, I'm very excited to see what Halo has up its sleeve in like 2 weeks. I'm gonna be very excited for that, but at the same exact time, it just sucks to see. That said, Russell Ken writes in, where's the vertical stream? Love the podcast. I don't even know what that is, Ken.
Like if you're watching it on your phone like this way.
Okay. I'll figure out technology.
We might not be able to do that with this program. Some programs you can do both at the same time. Some you can't. So I'll have to look into that.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. I'll listen. I'll talk to the engineers back there. That said, listen, before we get up all in this show, it's time for some housekeeping. Okay. Or actually more so, our Patreon pitch. Like I say each and every week, the reason why we look so good, we sound so great is because of your generosity over at patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. You help a small little organization of 3 like us out, and you get bonus content each and every week in the form of post shows. And I think there's like at least hundreds of hours of content back there on that website. So go check it out. For a little under $1, you can help support the show. It really does help us out. Just like our premium producers, Todd Burwitz, Caleb Cook, and Toxic. And of course, K-Rock's Kiddo Cullen, he's doing the thing, y'all. We love to hear it. We love to see it. Kiddo Cullen also met Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah. He sent us a message.
Share you some links after this.
Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah,
they're
legit.
Adorable.
Met Spider-Man, huge. And did I cry? Yes. Did I cry on the toilet? Yes.
Crying on a toilet.
Listen, it had to be done. It had to be said. Our platinum producers, JC, Jedi Master Ren, Cowboy Danger D, Jonas Young, The Green Gorilla Gamer, Chaotic Monkey, Ryuko Kill 90, Stephen Flesh, Strubles and Bits, Aaron, Bertos Maximus, Tommy, Chris, Hybrid 748, Matt Valdez, Silkanet, Decimine, Mitchell Gambling, and Mike Thomas. I want to thank our gold members, Jesse Garcia, JB the Purple Monkey, Hide Indoors, Katie. She's in New York City. We can't see her because we're not going to the concert. Kevin Diaz, Marcus O'Neill, The Red Arrow, Ageless Hermit, Androsaur, Astronaut Jr., The Winter Gamer, Stingray X, Robbie Bobby Miller himself, Brenton Zachary, Final Fan, XZ, Hambone, JD Dillinger, Stone Cold, E.T., Tino 6-Speed, N. Johnson, Sean McKenzie, Rick Arrington, Matthew King, Duh Overlord, Duane Raksha, Drellish, Rick Davis, Steph Mildener, Samuel Nessling, Maximum Carnage, Michael Hassett, Drug Prowlin' Wolf, Manix Vigia, Battered Haddock, R. Lee Upper 90, and the Lord Commander Suddy. Thank you all so much for supporting us the ways you do. And Kyle Stevenson, do you have the YouTube members for us?
I do, but before I shout out the YouTube members, give a little tease over what the post show is going to be tonight.
Oh, talk about it.
Because the PlayStation concert got canceled, we're going to hold our own version of the PlayStation concert on the post show. So we're each going to bring some of our favorite PlayStation songs. We're going to play them, talk about why they're special. It's going to be a good one. So if you want to listen to that, become a patron. Shout out to our YouTube members, the Kush Completionist, Just a Guy, aka Mr. Light, Nisa Hauer, Freight Conductor, Strubles Bits, and Tommy. So get a trophy next to your name in chat, become green, and support us because we love you and we appreciate you.
Thank you all so much. That said, it's time, finally time, to square up the news with some breaking news. Some weird news.
I don't know why that's my breaking news porn, but you know what? It is.
But why was it so good though?
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Sal Romano over at Gamatsu writes, Sony Interactive Entertainment and Giant Squid trademark Sword of the Sea in Europe. Sword of the Sea is an atmospheric adventure game released for PlayStation 5 and PC via Steam and Epic Game Store on August 19th. It was available via the PlayStation Plus game catalog at launch, but it was not published or developed by Sony Interactive Entertainment. Giant Squid, the game's developer, is an independent studio based in California, which raises questions about the co-ownership of the trademark. One possible scenario is that Sony Interactive Entertainment acquired the Sword of the Sea intellectual property from Giant Squid. Another is that Sony Interactive Entertainment acquired the studio itself. Gamatsu has reached out to both Sony and Giant Squid for comment and will update the story with any response.
Okay, Kyle, you're the indie king over here, right?
Oh, I graduated to king?
Yeah,
Did you tell
man.
Mike that?
We need to get you a Burger King crown so you can wear it every time we talk about indies.
Nice.
100%. Just don't wear it on a plane. That said, Kyle Stevenson.
What?
Oh,
I
you're
don't
not
get
part.
it.
Don't. You're not part of the dark side of TikTok. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm glad I'm not there.
it's a wild time. So, Kyle.
Hi.
All right. These are the folks of Abzu. This is that. Where is it that game studio? Was it
formerly that game company who
There you
did
go.
Journey, Flower, Flow? I'm trying to think. There's a mobile game that Sky, I think it's
Sky,
called.
yeah. And we know them for Journey. Such a beautiful game. This is a very small studio. I want to know what you take of this news. Apparently, it said in some of the developer interviews, it's like, hey, this one from our good friend Mo writes, development of the game and studio was in trouble, so Sony funded the rest of the development through the Indies program. Apparently, the head of the studio themselves says they were saved because of this agreement that was day one on PlayStation Plus. God knows what else for the future. So I want to know what you think. Is there anything to this? Like, I just find it very weird. What happened? Why is
I'm not laughing over this wonderful quote that you were reading, and the light died, and you just kept going.
Well, because I'm on another page and I'm reading.
Oh my
What
God.
happened to light? Like,
You didn't hear her?
no.
It sounded like she started choking for air out of nowhere. Are you okay?
I thought she sneezed.
I don't know what just happened to my body, but all of a sudden I was just choking on nothing.
Oh. I feel bad for laughing. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, after
good.
I died, I started laughing. Oh my God. It literally out of nowhere, all of a sudden I'm just choking. I'm like, nothing happened. I was just choking.
Okay. Oh God.
Dr.
Well, I'm
Pepper's trying
gonna
to
look
kill
back
me.
on this.
Oh,
Yep. Someone clip me just being
Sorry,
normal while
I'm
that's
sorry for that
happening.
awful noise that was probably on the microphone. It was just like all of a sudden it was death.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh my Lord.
Giant Squid also made The Pathless, which was a launch.
There you go.
PS5 game.
PS5 game.
What do I make of this? It's interesting. I'm not gonna come out and say like, oh, they acquired the studio, but it is interesting if you tie it back to what you just read of like when the creative director is coming out here and saying like PlayStation saved the studio and saved this game and made it possible for this game to continue to be made. So I do think there is some sort of credence to that statement that maybe PlayStation has either bought it out or like is now a maybe majority share by like 1% or something like that in Giant Squid or something. I think there is something there, because why would they try to trademark it a month after or 2 months after release at this point?
Right, that's the very weird thing. It's like this is a month after release. I mean, we've seen we've seen PlayStation hand over the keys of like Death Stranding to Kojima, a year plus after that game's release, but then still, published Death Stranding 2, which was wonderful. So I don't know. It's very strange, and I've never seen anything like this.
But also, please play Sword of the Sea. It's really good.
Yes, it's real good. But also, like, come on, dev team. The trophy, the platinum is obnoxious.
Sure.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that. Light, what? How would you like to see PlayStation invest in smaller studios? Like, is it through PlayStation Plus? Is it through like initiatives like these? I want to know. Like,
yeah, what I don't want to happen is acquisitions.
Right.
I would like it if they I know they have a program right now where they will just like help fund your game and help publish it. So I'm okay with that. But I don't want kind of what's happening on the Xbox side of things where they're just like, hey, we like you, let's buy you. I don't want that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be nice if we had one of these bigger companies help invest and promote these smaller games while still letting them be completely independent and do their own thing. Like, I don't want PlayStation to have any say in what they're doing. I just want them to be like, hey, we want to promote small games, so here's some money and we'll get the goodwill later or something. I don't know how that works. I'm not a business person.
Yeah. I want to that point, like I would like them to do that for small studios like they've done with Katakawa and like FromSoft, where they continuously keep buying shares of that company to help support them, but like do it for smaller studios. Like, I would love for them to come back and be like, hey, we're helping fund why am I blanking on the name of the studio? The Kana devs.
Right.
Like, we're helping fund their
Ember
next
Labs.
game or whatever.
Yeah.
Ember Labs, thank you. Like, I would love that.
Yeah, I would love to see more of that. I know they do some of what we're talking about, but like more so like an indie label, like Nissa says in the chat, like be public about it, like an ID at Xbox or with the Nindies or whatever they're called over there. Like seeing Hades 2 on the Switch 2 has me thinking reckless thoughts of buying it twice physically and digitally on the Switch 2. That's awesome that it's an indie dev, man. And Nintendo was just like, come on, here, how much money do I need to throw at you? It's like, that's stuff I want to see, and continue to see. And again, we see it a little bit, but more of that, please. God knows we need it now more than ever. All right, Kyle Stevenson. That was the breaking news out of the way. We'll figure all this out probably by the time you're listening.
Yeah.
But one thing that we found out a week before attending this event, Kyle Stevenson, take it away.
Jordan Midler over at VGC writes that I know audio listeners couldn't see my face, but a very disappointed look on my face when Joe was saying that. PlayStation quietly cancels remaining PlayStation The Concert 2025 tour dates in the U.S. PlayStation The Concert is a live stage show featuring music from across PlayStation's 30-year history, notably including music composed by Gustavo Santaolalla. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gustavo. From The Last of Us. Joris Daemon from Horizon, Elon Eshkeri from Ghost of Tsushima, and Bear McCreary, God of War, and more. Organizers GEA Live have confirmed to VGC that all remaining 2025 North American tour dates for PlayStation The Concert have been canceled. Quote, "It is with great regret that we have canceled the PlayStation The Concert 2025 tour dates in North America," a spokesperson said. "Our team has spent a considerable amount of time developing this project, and we share in the disappointment of fans who will no longer be able to attend. We extend our heartfelt thanks to everyone who supported the show and appreciate your understanding in making this difficult decision." End quote.
Also, just shout out to Jeannie in the chat yet again for our last topic. PlayStation has several hero projects, China, India, and other countries. Yeah, dude, and like expanding that outward to indies like across the globe, like that's awesome. I love those initiatives. It's definitely like in China and India, they show extreme promise. It's like, man, do that across the board with the AA space. I think that's so needed. Anyway, great comment, Kyle. Not great news. This was so strange because literally last Saturday, I got the news. I was like, okay, let me just, because my anxiety mind goes, okay, let me make sure I have the tickets. They're still here, you know? So I go on Ticketmaster and then it goes, oh, like, unfortunately, the PlayStation concert has been canceled. I didn't read the rest. I was like, wait, what? But then it starts making a little bit more sense when you take a look at like Ticketmaster and like wish listed like concerts. Like, you got like, I don't know, whatever the latest singer is. She's got like 30,000 wish lists. And then you look at the PlayStation concert, 46, and I was one of the 46. So
I
it's
meant
like,
to look
okay.
this up. So we were all gonna be in New York City for this one at Madison Square Garden. Was it in the garden itself, or was it in the theater at Madison Square Garden? Because they're two different things.
It was at MSG.
No, that's what I mean. But like in the theater section, or where the Knicks play.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know for sure.
It's a smaller venue for the theater because it's obviously theater based.
You're right.
It wouldn't be the full stadium. So like, I don't know if it was a demand thing. I just think it was we just didn't look at other dates because like that's the weekend of New York Comic Con.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's Comic Con this weekend.
My other thing is though they canceled all of the North America dates,
which is
so
weird.
That tells me it's not enough people signed up, because that would just be like for me with the Witcher concert, it was supposed to come to my city and my city canceled, but the one in Brooklyn was still happening, which is why the team from The Witcher was able to have me go out to that show in Brooklyn. So what happened? Like, not to tie everything back into politics, but is it bigger picture things going on in the world right now that could play into it? Is it all of a sudden there's like a financial issue that they don't want to fund it? Because also they are doing one of the shows now in Brooklyn at the King's Theater where the Witcher concert was, like much later. So it's just weird all around, because it's like, if it made sense for this reason to cancel, it still doesn't make sense for them. Like, it just doesn't all add up,
so, and also on Ticketmaster, I don't know if they're all updated yet. It was the theater, by the way, so it would have been the smaller theater at MSG. But like, you can still find tickets for the Baltimore show on the 16th, the Atlanta show on the 24th. You can still have the option to find tickets for. So
it's not every North America.
On Ticketmaster right now, I could click find tickets for Atlanta.
Interesting. I don't know where. I don't know. I thought I saw that on social media that they were all canceled.
I mean,
maybe
we just read it.
Check it.
The thing, it said that they were all canceled.
Oh yeah, it did.
I can buy tickets right now for Atlanta on the 24th, which is weird.
So I think it's a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. I think they overshot their expectations of what this concert was going to do. Because like even like Madison Square Garden, when I first saw it, I was like, Madison Square Garden, that's a big venue. They really think this is gonna pop off. And I think even just looking at the wish list, it's like, okay, way smaller than even I would have thought, right? And I get it, like video game concerts, it's video game concert, but it's like, yeah, maybe too many dates mixed with, like, I think what you're saying too makes a lot of sense. It's like current like world and how everything sucks at the moment. Please don't look outside, stay indoors, play video games. That's an endorsement. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because I mean, we hear it on the dev side where it's like, yeah, Canadians sometimes are not welcomed in here. They're sometimes denied. Sometimes they're a little bit too afraid to go. Some people are just apprehensive of going to events stateside at the moment, whether it's like overblown fear or whatever have you. It's whatever. But yeah, it is what it is. And so I think it's a whole lot of that. I think that makes a whole lot of sense. It just sucks to see, and it sucks to hear, like literally a week before we're about to go. God forbid, like, I don't know, we had like a hotel or whatever we booked, and then we can't like unbook it because it's what, so it sucks.
Procrastination actually saved my butt this one time. This one time.
Yeah. But also at the same exact time, like, if I'm being real with myself here, I think some of those games have like the relevance in the standing if they were their own concert themselves. But this ain't like Legend of Zelda. You know what I mean? like something that has decades, and I'm talking decades older than me, of like relevance and cultural, zeitgeist. So
Well, it is interesting
sucks.
too, because how often do they do a concert like this? Is this a yearly thing, or is
Yeah,
this once every
Not for
couple of years?
PlayStation, no.
not for PlayStation. Yeah, this is, I
Okay.
think, their first one.
Mm-hmm.
If
Oh,
memory
okay,
serves.
interesting. Because I was
Yeah,
gonna say, like, if it's like, oh, well, we just did one like a year or two ago, and we don't have enough new games with new songs, I could see that too. But if
Mm-hmm.
this isn't something that's happening all the time, and they have their entire portfolio to pull from, then that is strange. Because you also don't want it to be just like Horizon Zero or Horizon Forbidden West songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
so what they were touting, and I have it pulled up right here, it would be like The Last of Us, God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon, but also they were going to have stuff from Bloodborne, Astrobot Journey, Uncharted, Helldivers 2.
there we
yeah, see, that
Um,
sounds great to me. I don't
yeah,
know.
it sounds
Yeah.
like a great, and like it. I would have loved to have been there, not just to hear the music in person, but like hanging out with y'all would have
I
been
know.
awesome. And seeing everyone in the community who were also going would have been
Yeah.
cool, but
Yeah.
it's a bummer.
And the Witcher
Huh.
concert
Sorry.
was so cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just being anytime you have an experience where you are in a place and everyone there is just as big of a fan or a bigger fan than you, it's I it is like I was getting emotional just being, and I know that's not shocking to anybody
Yeah.
who knows me. I cry really easily, okay? But I got emotional so many times because I'm sitting in the seat, it's playing, it's beautiful. I'm tearing up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dancing. I look to the right of me, and there's a guy there who's there by himself, and he's kind of sitting stonewall. And then I kind of see him look over and see me dancing, and then he starts dancing in his chair.
Nice.
And then
Aw.
afterwards, like, people we don't even know are talking to us about songs they wish we heard and songs that they loved and things that we saw on the screen. And we were all just like a big community, and you get that so rarely
Mm-hmm.
now.
Yeah.
Especially, I feel like we're losing that a lot in the gaming space. And this is just me being a pessimist, but like,
Yeah, go for
when
it.
you used to have midnight releases and you would go to GameStop or you would go to Walmart, you'd have these nerds be out in herds moments that were just so inspiring. Like, I just
Yeah.
loved it. The energy, the feel, it was palpable. Like, you could feel it in the air. And you don't get that anymore with the digital releases and the online. Like, you just don't get that unless you can go
Right.
to a con. And even then it's a different feel because it's just not the same. Like, it's close, but it's not the same. The Witcher concert, I'm assuming the PlayStation concert would have been the same way. That brings me back to those feelings of when everyone is lined up at midnight to get their copies, all excited for the game. You don't have the haters online. It's just people who are excited and want to be there.
It
Ghost of Yotei, am I right, you guys?
we'll get to it.
All right.
It was like one of my favorite things that PlayStation used to do around E3. When E3 was a thing and they were constantly doing these big E3 presentations, they would screen their E3 presentation in a movie theater. And I would go to New York City and be in a theater filled with PlayStation fans, and
Yeah.
like I'm getting chills and goosebumps just thinking about it because it was so damn cool. Again, like you said, amongst our people, it's just like we're all hyped for it. I was there for the I'm blanking on the year, but God of War 2018 first trailer announced, and that when that
Oh
trailer
my God.
started,
That's probably
and
so
with
cool.
the orchestra playing and that woman singing, that she became a meme, and then all you hear is "boy" come in, and we're all just start freaking out, and it's just
Yeah.
like I want that celebration for PlayStation more often,
Yeah.
and we're not getting that as much.
And it's just like it's like across the board too. It's we just talked about like the Xbox price like things. It's like they're all just like, hey, here's this video. Please be excited. And then they just leave. It's like, where's the pageantry, man? Where's the celebration? And then it's like it feels like then there's like this weird culture war happening within entertainment, and it's just literally everywhere. And you just got these people that like there's an economy of just hating video games for stupid reasons. It's like I yearn for the days of just the midnight release. You're right. You get that feeling because it's the herds of nerds. I love that. It's like everybody's just excited. They're about to play something they're really excited for. Man, I want that back. And it just seems like everything's been so corporatized and just gray toned. And it's just...
And it's crazy how
Right.
quickly, and not to turn this on like a negative spin, I don't mean to do that, but like it's crazy how quickly that's happened. Because when Red Dead came out, I went with Mr. Light. Mr. Light was like a huge Red Dead fan. He was so excited for Red Dead 2. He would watch deep dive videos that were hours long on like a 20-second trailer, like pausing on the characters that were shown and theorizing on the stories and looking at the maps and all of this stuff. And everyone in the comments was just excited. And then you go to GameStop at midnight and everyone is just excited. And now you have a trailer drop and people are like, this is this and that is that. And instead of being excited for it, they're picking it apart. Even people who say they're fans of a franchise, they just want, because the negativity is what's selling right now. And but the fact that that was Red Dead 2 to now, how different it is. And it wasn't that long ago. What was that, 5 years? It's just like so fast that that's happened.
If I told you Red Dead came out in 2018?
Go to hell.
You're lying.
I'm not.
You're lying.
I am not. It's been 7 years.
Oh, I am great by just you hearing that.
No.
Well, Cowboy Danger D writes, I saw the writing on the wall, just like you can too. First off, right on in to the Discord server, link down below. Cowboy writes, saw the writing on the wall with the PlayStation concerts. Mine got canceled in Baltimore, and so did the Witcher one. I don't think they were advertised very well. I also heard the quality of the concert was kind of hit or miss. A lot of piped in music. Oh, bummer. Speaking of that, you know what my favorite part of Red Dead Redemption 2 is? And listen, it's not my favorite game. I get it. It's quality. My favorite part of Red Dead 2 is when you're going into that forest and you see the dumb clan rally and you go, you know what? I'm about to set some dumb racists on fire. And you did that. And it was exhilarating because you're, they're all evil racist people. And you're like, fuck yeah.
Which is a perfect transition.
Kyle Sheevis to take it away.
Jordan Midler over at VGC writes, another thing that broke like hours ago at this point. Ubisoft reportedly canceled an Assassin's Creed game partly due to political concerns. According to current and former employees speaking anonymously to GameFile, the canceled game was planned to take place during the Reconstruction period that followed the American Civil War in the 1860s and 1870s. It's claimed the Assassin's Creed game would have followed a black man who had been formerly enslaved in the South and moved west to start a new life. Recruited by the series' assassins, he would return to the South to fight for justice in a conflict that would, among other things, see him confront the emergence of the Ku Klux Klan, according to interviews with 5 current and former Ubisoft employees. 3 of the employees told GameFile that the game was canceled last summer by Ubisoft management in Paris for 2 reasons. 1, online backlash around the reveal of Yasuke, a historically inspired black samurai in Assassin's Creed Shadows, and concern around the political climate in the United States. Quote, I was terribly disappointed by not surprised by leadership, one source told GameFile. They are making more and more decisions to maintain the political status quo and take no stand to no risk, even creative, end quote. Ubisoft's new Tencent-backed subsidiary officially started its first day of operation last week. VGC understands that Ubisoft informed staff on Wednesday that the new subsidiary will be called Vantage Studios and has started work under the leadership of co-CEOs Christophe Darenz and Charlie Guillemot.
You know how things have to be if you're like, listen, because of the political climate, we can't say that the KKK were bad people.
What world are we in? I'm crashing out right now, because what world are we in where you cannot say that fascists are bad, fuck Nazis, and fuck the KKK? Are we for real right now?
Right.
Are we?
Not even just that. A black protagonist? No, can't have it.
Like what
Right.
what is going on?
I don't know.
That would have been the coolest fucking story.
They would have made the most fucking money they've ever had.
Django Unchained?
Yes.
Like, come on.
And like Jonathan says, you already have a story about, I'm pretty sure he was a slave, right?
Yep.
In AC Liberation. I didn't play it, so I might be
that was
misunderstanding that, but like,
a female assassin.
No,
in
well,
that
we
one.
had that one. She was.
I think Liberation. That was the Vita
in-
one, right?
Yeah, that was in. What
There
was it?
was one with a male protagonist who was a slave,
Yes.
though.
It was AC
Oh, gotcha.
Liberation. You're thinking of Freedom. No, sorry, Liberation, Vita, Freedom Cry is Black Flag's DLC.
Yes.
Standalone.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But regardless, the fact like this is insane to me. This is insane to me. The fact that people would get angry about this because they would align themselves with the KKK, or they're all of a sudden like that upset that we are talking about our actual history. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
It baffles my mind how it's okay if we have, Indiana Jones and punching Nazis, or Wolfenstein killing Nazis.
Right.
But God forbid we take out the equally as monstrous group known as the Ku Klux Klan, who are real people that are currently still around, and God forbid we have a game that talks about actual historical stuff that has happened in this time period and put it in an Assassin's Creed game.
It's just cowardly, man.
It's so cowardly. It's so cowardly and so outwardly bigoted. It's so
aren't they French? The French are supposed to be like, fuck all y'all. I can do what I want. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean you're cowtailing to racists?
Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild. Anything is like, everything's woke and everything's gay or whatever, and can't have any of those two things anymore. It's like, it's just so stupid.
It was a selling point for Red Dead 2 to be able to blow up the KKK with dynamite and set
one of my favorite TikToks is that dude that came across them in the woods. He's like, oh, and then he like took out all these different weapons and it was having fun with them. It's like, hell yeah, dude. That's why I love Wolfenstein. Are you kidding me? I get to destroy these bigoted people and Nazis.
What a powerful image too, where you're seeing in Wolfenstein: A New Order, you're seeing Klansmen and Nazi officials talk in broad daylight, hoods up, and you're like, oh my God, what a topsy-turvy world this is. It's like, dude, just make a game where you're killing bad guys. They're obviously bad guys.
Yeah.
Easy win. And
you know what they should do? They make this game, but your character is never actually seen. You always have gloves on you, so you don't know. And then at the very end, it's revealed that you were an ex-slave black person, and let everybody who's a racist asshole get angry. But the game is a kick-ass game, and they can't say otherwise because they beat the whole thing because it was such a good game.
I love that idea so much.
Yeah.
It's just so angry.
Can we please make a GIF of Light doing that? I need to use that as a reaction GIF all the time.
I'm like going insane right now.
I know,
it's
But hey, you know what Ubisoft is doing? Guess what? They're DLC for AC Mirage. That's coming out in a little bit. Like, okay, cool.
Funded by the Saudis. That's
so
great.
Random.
Just like EA now. This is what happens when games get corporatized and they have to go, okay, well, where's the wind blowing? We don't know. So might as well just make something completely safe that doesn't throw any punches, that's just doesn't say anything. And it's one of the reasons why we're in this mess currently, right? With like, we're talking about like these games that aren't, or AAA games that aren't hitting the mark and no one knows which way's up and everybody's looking for buyout to get out of here because they don't know what's going on. And then while at the same exact time all that's happening, you're seeing these awesome AA games, these awesome indies come up and go, no, don't worry guys, we'll show you. Don't worry, we got Clair Obscur over here, It's like, oh, don't worry, we got Silksong over here, we're gonna help you guys out. Don't worry, we got Hades, everybody's hot, like all that stuff. It's just like, it's these smaller studios that have to be the ones that kind of light the path forward, because studios like Ubisoft aren't going to do this. Like, listen, there are great moments in Assassin's Creed Shadows that I really loved. And right as we get to the points where it's like, ooh, we're going to talk about something really cool here, they're like, we're just going to skirt past it though. It's like, you had something here. It's a bummer to see. It's also unsurprising because it's Ubisoft. And yeah, it's just, okay, cool, we're gonna get another game in, I don't know, fucking London. Like, it's
I
a bummer.
I say this half joking, but watch the next Far Cry be way too close to home.
Yeah.
Of like, it's not set in Montana,
Set
but
in Portland.
it yeah.
As long as there's a twerking inflatable frog, I'm down.
Which I saw. God bless.
I love
God
that.
bless. Some people don't wear capes. Some of them wear frog helmets.
God, makes
all
me
right.
so mad. Oh my god. Let's talk about something that makes me happy. It makes us
Let's
all
talk
happy.
about
please.
something nice. Yeah. None of these cowardly execs afraid of saying racism is bad. I don't know.
Maybe they'll get enough pushback and flack that they'll actually change it and they'll actually do it. Kind of like Disney did with that whatever show they tried to cancel and everyone was like, hey, the talk show guy. I always confuse who's who.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah,
Jimmy
thank you.
Crumble.
I can never remember who is who and what name is.
Yeah.
I get them all confused.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, no, I think
They're just cowards.
yeah, it just all comes down to
they're
it.
afraid of taking a swing and a correct swing, I guess.
Listen, I get it when like the pendulum culturally always swings left to right at certain time periods and decades and whatever. But what a wild shift in a direction that is.
When we're talking pendulum politics, fine. Pendulum never should include racism, misogyny, or bigotry.
Agreed.
That's not politics. That's just.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, we live in the upside down. Kyle Stevenson.
I'm going to explode.
Well, Rebecca Valentine over at IGN is going to help bring us out of it because randomly today, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 announced that it's getting a free update featuring a new dungeon, enemies, bosses, and costumes. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 has officially sold 5 million copies since launch, and developer Sandfall Interactive is celebrating by teasing an upcoming free update that will include a new dungeon, enemies, bosses, and more. Sandfall said the update was currently in development for all platforms, but failed to specify when we might see it. Quote, "We hope the update we're working on will act as a thank you to those fans for their support. Please be patient while our team works hard on bringing you something worth the wait," said creative director Guillaume Brochet. Here's what the free update contents include. A new playable environment, taking the characters of Expedition 33 to a brand new location with new enemy encounters and surprises to discover. Challenging new boss battles for late game players to overcome, new costumes for each member of the expedition, giving even more customization options for players throughout their adventure, new text and UI game localizations into Czech, Ukrainian, Latin American Spanish, Turkish, Vietnamese, Thai, and Indonesian, bringing the total number of supported languages to 19, plus even more surprises fans can look forward to. Sandfall also failed to reveal further details about what sort of story the new update might tell, but it did share a single image that offers a few clues, which you'll have to use your imagination because we're not showing it here.
And I also think that image is a little bit too much, to be honest.
Sure.
Okay, dorks, listen, I know I need to play this game real bad.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You need to play this game right now.
I know.
How can you sit here week after week and listen to Light and I talk about how amazing it is, and everyone else talk about how amazing it is, and you're still not finishing it? How many Fortnite skins have you bought since you stopped playing Claire?
I literally say it jumped into my top 5, which a new game hasn't broken into in a long time. And I'm going to get a tattoo for the game because I loved it so much. And you're just like, yeah, I need to finish it still. Joe!
Yeah. Jeannie also says she needs
to finish the game.
Please.
Trust. Trust is good.
So, Ken, the use of fail, I think, is just figurative. I don't think they are actually upset over it.
So here's my question before we get into all the playable stuff. I saw the director say something along the lines, could be wrong, but I think I saw this. He said there's no canonical ending.
I also saw that today.
However,
how does that make you feel? Yeah. Like
he did lean one way.
Yeah.
Oh, he does lean. Okay.
Yeah. He said like if you don't lean this way, in my mind, our writing was a failure. I don't want to get more specific than that because I don't want anyone to get spoilers, but It's just a little justification for me, because if you look to my comments of my ending with the choice that I made, you would think the world was coming to an end. So I don't know if I shared it here or where I shared it, but
Yeah,
someone
you
literally
did.
told me that women shouldn't have the right to vote because of the ending that I chose, which was the ending that the writer said, if you don't choose this ending, I question if we're good at writing. So maybe go suck it.
There you go. There you go. Sucker nerds. What do you think about this free update though? Like,
I think that's very exciting. Very
Yeah.
exciting. I would be excited to know when that will come out. I had seen a post. I think I saw a post from Ben Starr first, him in a studio saying a couple more lines for verse, and I was like, what? Like, is this an old picture? What is happening? And then later on, I saw the other thing. I think that's very exciting, very cool, especially if they're going to add more challenging bosses, because at least I haven't done the boss that everyone struggles with that you don't have to do. I haven't done that yet. I still need to go in and do that. But the story bosses by the end, I was literally one-shotting because I was so overpowered without even trying to be. Like, I was doing exploration on the side, but like I wasn't doing everything and anything. So I think that's exciting that they're adding more challenging bosses that you can do post game.
As someone that struggled in that optional boss, this scares me at how hard these bosses are going to be. But I'm super excited. More Claire is always going to be a good thing for me.
Yeah, and for me, I will be playing this during the Thanksgiving break.
Sure,
that'll be enough time. I think all the craziness will subside and all that stuff. But it's awesome. Also, 5 million units sold for a small little indie. This is great. It goes to show, like, again, you don't need budgets of like 300 million to make something really special, really unique. I would love to pick the brain of I believe it was the director of Baldur's Gate 3, where he's just like, listen, by just making games cheaper and shorter, it's not going to solve our problem. I would love to know. Maybe I need to reach out to Matt Piscatella or something. It's like, how do we find ourselves out of here? Because it seems like Clair Obscur has the blueprint. It's just maybe not as appetizing of like, hey, we want Ghost of Yotei to hit 9 million units. You know what I mean? But you don't have to spend nearly as much. I don't know. Just gets my brain thinking.
I also think part of it is too, it was a fresh, new concept. The story was fresh. The mechanics were fresh. It was just not something that happens all the time. And like, I'm loving Yotei, but it's more Ghost. And like, that's great for me. But for a lot of people, they don't want that. They're kind of sick of that routine, whatever, like,
sure.
You want to call it. I personally love that. Those are my bread and butter. That's what I love. I'm happy that that's the case. But I think one reason Clair Obscur did so well is because the story was great, the characters were great, but it was also new.
Yeah.
The combat was new, the story was new, that sort of thing.
I said, Mikey Dykes asks, how y'all doing? What a loaded question, Mikey.
I almost died earlier, but other than that, we're good.
And I just walked past, apparently. That said, before we get into flash
it's okay.
news,
I was laughing, so it's fine.
Kyle Stevenson, I asked you like a week ago. I was like, "Hey, were you sending something to my house? Because I'm getting this package from whatever." Shout out over for the crew at Lego Party. They sent me a physical copy of Lego Party.
Oh, that's awesome!
Nice little birthday gift. So
That's
thank you so much,
cool.
SMG Studios Fictions. I am 8-bit. Y'all are so sweet, which gets me thinking. First off, not paid advertisement, but y'all know how much we love Lego Party at SGF. It was a fun time. How about instead of the concert this Saturday, we stream Lego Party instead?
Please.
I'm so down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll iron out the details in the post show, and then we'll get something sorted, because I would love to play with y'all. It's such a good time. That said, it's time for some flash news. Gotta go fast. We gotta go talk about Ghost of Yotei. The PlayStation Gear Store is closing down December 31st. If you want to buy overpriced PlayStation merchandise, you can over there.
Whoa.
Shots fired. Even they're like discounted prices. They're like still overpriced.
Seriously overpriced, but still one of the few places that you could go to get good quality PlayStation merch. So it is kind of
fair. Yeah. Some good, some bad. Hey, this one's just for me. I understand that. Call of Duty vs. Battlefield ramps up as Activision readies a Black Ops 6 free trial for the BF6 launch week. I'm so excited for Battlefield 6. I'm back, gang. I'm so back to having the fights of what's better, Call of Duty or Battlefield? Oh, you're a Call of Duty fan, you guys suck. I'm ready for that. And I love how petty Activision's being here by giving this free trial to Black Ops the week of their biggest competitor releasing. Love that pettiness. Keep up the pettiness. Actually, get pettier. Kyle Stevenson, would you like to read this little ditty here and then ask me my thoughts? So it's not just me talking.
The next story, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Vicky Blake over at IGN wrote, Bungie's ready to invite players to another slice of sci-fi shooter marathon via a new closed technical test. Bungie's beleaguered sci-fi shooter marathon is ready for another technical test, as inviting players to get involved. The test, a limited invite-only playtest for players in North America and Europe on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Steam, will be playable under a NDA and run from October 22nd to 28th. Quote, this is an important checkpoint for us as we test our improvements since alpha, including 3 maps, 5 runner shells, proximity chat, retuned combat pacing, solo queues, deeper environmental storytelling, and more, the Sony-owned studio wrote. That said, the technical test build is a work in progress and will only include a portion of what's planned for Marathon's full release, focused on the early player experience.
Kyle Stevenson, any of that? Anything pop in your head that you can ask
so
me?
out on marathons, both in my physical fitness journey life and in games. Marathons are just not a thing that excites me at all. Yeah. So, hey, have fun.
I want to get in so bad, you guys. I get it. It's only me and 2 other people that are excited by this game. I get it. They need to go back and make Destiny 3. I understand, but come on, Bungie, I can keep a secret.
No,
you cannot.
What the fuck? Yeah, I can. I can keep a secret. Bungie.
No, you can't.
Don't listen to him. He says, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I can, dude. Here's a quick one. Just a quick one. Just a real quick one. Rumor has it.
Yes, nailed it. High five.
Deal Labs reliable tipster Bill Coon, sounds adorable, has stated that Silent Hill 2 Remake will become available via PlayStation Plus Extra on October 21st. The game would be an extra treat, well timed for spooky season, on top of the 3 currently offered to all PS Plus subscribers: Alan Wake 2, Goat Simulator, and Cocoon. The remake's apparent arrival on PS Extra will come after the game's first anniversary, amid a swirl of rumors surrounding new game content for the game, including unannounced and fan-anticipated Born from a Wish DLC. All right. Cool beans.
I never beat it. I literally have like an hour left in the game.
It's too spooky.
I put it down and didn't pick it back up.
Oops. Too spooky for me, fam.
Yeah. I think at this point, I just watched the ending and call it a day.
Fair enough.
I'll share with you the ending I got so you can experience it, because I need to talk about it with somebody.
Hey, here's the thing. I want to play Silent Hill F now that I heard that it's like kind of Souls-like ish.
Now you want to play it, huh?
Yeah, I kind of
not when we wanted to go play in a haunted hospital somewhere.
Nope.
I'm just saying, I've got many haunted locations in my city. You can come and stay at my house for free. You just have to get yourselves here.
I like my life. Everything you've ever said about your hometown life, I'm like, no, never.
Before we go on to the next thing and the big topic, another little bit of flash news. Mina the Hollower got a small delay. It's not releasing on Halloween anymore. Yacht Club just needs to fine tune it a little bit more. No date yet, but take your time, Yacht Club.
If it came out on Halloween, I would have to call it Mina the Halloweener.
Ooh.
So,
you know what? Good call. Good call, Yacht Club.
Also, if you go onto another website, I bet that's there's a parody of some sort there.
Jesus Christo.
Come on. Kyle, do you think this still comes out 2025? Mina the Hollower?
Why not? Sure.
Fair enough.
Jiminy says yes.
Yeah, Jiminy's
Jiminy
super
says-
excited.
Fair enough.
Legit
Looks
has been quiet for days, and now
Yeah.
is loud.
He's
I don't
back.
He wants to be part of the show. He's our 4th co-host.
I think he's just excited that you're back.
Oh,
Aw.
I miss you too, Jiminy.
That's nice. Okay. Here's a fun one. All right. In a new segment I like to call Ghost of Yotei be selling copies, which makes men with unwashed asses upset. This pleases me. Editor-in-chief and co-founder of the games business, Christopher Dring, has revealed the game has had a strong launch on the UK retail charts, debuting in first place, which is impressive as this is the second week of EA Sports FC 26, one of the biggest selling franchises in the year. And Yotei also sold nearly 3 times more than Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Hell yes. Good on you. Now, of course, does it paint the whole story? No. But you would have to be crazy to say there's no type of excitement for it if it's not outselling literally one of the biggest games of the year, which is a soccer game in UK where soccer is pretty prevalent. You know.
That's my mask. You can't really see it.
So jealous. Mine comes on Monday. Very excited. Very
Must
excited.
be nice, everybody.
It doesn't look like a mask
It is.
though. It looks weird. What is that?
It looks,
It doesn't look normal.
Actually, it looks kind of horror-ish.
What is it?
I don't like it. It looks like an angry
Oh,
mouth.
wait, no, your mask is on the other side.
Oh, I'm on the wrong side. It's
Oh,
not-
there it is.
What is that?
What is...
Oh, it's Ezio.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Jesus. Okay.
It's over there. Wait, that's even creepier though. It's kind of like peeking out of the shadows.
Okay. Hi, Robaldo. Slapfunk66 writes, "Hey Trio, thanks for all you do. Definitely a highlight of my week. I played Ghost of Tsushima and platinumed it. An amazing experience. So here's my question for the Sony Pony Express.
Yeehaw.
Yeah. I started Ghost of Yotei and found the narrative style a bit different. Do you prefer open world games that push the game along with the story, or games that allow you to explore and discover as you go? Love you guys and gal."
You
Thank
can
all
include
so
me with
much.
guys. I'm good with that. It's
There you
fine.
go.
I use
So-
guys as a gender neutral term, so I.
Fair enough. Well then, fellas, listen, I got a question for you. How are we liking Ghost of Yotei's story? I want to first hit that right out of the park because, like, it's, to me, it is crazy. It is a quite different departure from Ghost of Tsushima, which is much more linear. And this one, it's a fair bit of like, hey, do whatever, you'll find these guys. So I want to know, like, what you think.
I love it. I love it. I was a little nervous because I went to the second zone that I chose to go to because you really can go anywhere. Mr. Light went one way and I went another way, and we were talking about something and we're like, who are you talking about? And he's like, who are you talking about? And I was like, I'm up here. And he's like, wait, I'm over here. So loved that.
Yeah.
But I was a little worried that I was going to be locked into the zone because it kind of feels like when you go to a new area, you're kind of locked in the area, but you're not. But just the way that the story kind of progresses, it feels like, oh shit, wait, can I go back to the other? You can. It's completely open still. And you can also go like the other zone way at the same time if you wanted. I just haven't chose to do that. But I am personally loving that. I love that my app says 15 hours. That feels not long enough. It feels like I played it more than that. But I have not progressed with the main story. Like right out the gate, you have to kill one of the big guys first. It's like literally the intro sequence.
Yeah.
I'm 15 hours in. I haven't even gotten close to the second guy yet. I'm just doing bounties. I'm doing side stuff. I'm doing this. I'm all over the place, and I don't feel the need to
This
progress the main
damn
story.
bird light. Every time this damn golden bird comes flying around.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it's also one of those things where even the side stuff feels like it's adding to your character with the story. The story feels like it's progressing with the side stuff. So I don't even realize I'm not doing the main story because the side stuff is adding to the story still so much that I'm like, oh wait, I haven't touched the main story in 10 hours.
Yeah, and like literally same. And then last night I was like, okay, I gotta make progress here. I gotta kill at least one of these baddies. And as I did, I was like, there was. I just keep. It's not even just the bird, this distracting, cute little bird, but it's also just like there are some side quests you just walk into. The writing is so well done where it's almost Witcher level to me, and Witcher's class of its own. It's goated. You can see that this game's inspired by that. Of like, there are some quests that are just, hey, get me to this point, point A, point B, and you get there. There are some other ones that are like incredibly deep where I'm like, are you? Is this isn't a main story quest? Because I feel like it's evolving Atsu as well. Like there was one where, and no spoilers whatsoever, not even whatever, but like it ends with Atsu heavy breathing of like something like this. It took a lot out of her to do this, and it even for me, I'm like, oh man, what must be going through this character's mind? Because she just had to do something that was unthinkable for her. Um, whoa, and you're seeing it affect her. Like there's some really good just things that fill out the world. And I hate to say the lived in part, but like it definitely feels like there's more to this world than just your actions. And I love when a video game does that.
Yeah, to add to that, I think a reason why all this side stuff, because I'm also playing it the same way. I'm doing everything I possibly can. I just recently hit the next major story point when I was going. I think I could say which Yotei 6-member region I'm in without spoiling anything.
Sure.
I'm in the Oni region. That is
that's
the
where
second place I went. The intro to that region I thought was so strong, and there was a moment of a character saying something that a light bulb went off in my head, and I go, oh my god. And then it just kind of went unraveling to the point of like, I'm so happy I got a good story beat. It happened right at the perfect time. Now that I got that very big meaty thing, I can now go explore this new region, do all the side stuff, and now I'm at that point where I've done pretty much all of it, and now I'm ready to go for the next big beat.
Yeah.
And it feels perfectly paced. The side content as well, of even though it's only 2 options, but like having a dialogue choice of Atsu responding to certain characters helps a ton to which it's been such a long time. I don't remember Jin doing that for a lot of the side content stuff. It probably was, but like I'm feeling it way more impactful here.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Light was saying, the side stuff too, like especially the way you were getting new weapons and tools and how those unveil, like those side stuff is chef's kiss. They're just really well done. I love interrogating random dudes and like tell me where the Oni is, and then like a card pops up and gives you more information, or like, hey, I've heard there's a bamboo thing nearby, and then you'll get a map fragment and you can pop it on the map and whatever. I'm loving the narrative so far. It is more Ghost, not a bad thing, but I'm immediately more invested in Atsu's journey than I was with Jin at this point of the story.
And what I'll say here, I'll bring in this question. Delicious Morsels writes, greetings, ladies and gents. Ghost of Yotei, am I right? I've been thoroughly enjoying my time with Yotei. It's easily the game I've looked forward to the most this year, and it hasn't disappointed yet. Kyle Stevenson, yes.
Can we read it how Delicious Morsels typed it? Because I love how he refers to Ghost of Yotei.
What does he say?
Enjoying my time with the Goats of Yotes.
Goats of Yotes. It hasn't disappointed and will go down as one of my favorite open world games by the time I finish it. What are your favorite improvements the game has made over Tsushima, and what are the changes you're not quite fond of? Like, yes, miss.
Pick me.
Hi.
One thing I'm already noticing right out the gate is one of my biggest criticisms for Tsushima, because I just platinumed it very recently, is that the side stuff does get repetitive. When you find a fox den, it's a fox den. When you find a bamboo, it's a bamboo. When you find a this, it's a they were like, it was kind of like, okay, I'm doing this because I have to, but it was very like the same thing, cookie cutter over and over and over again. Yotei does such a great job of making it. It might be a fox den, it might be a wolf den, it might be a bamboo, but they still somehow manage to make it completely unique and different from the one previously. I'm going to use the bamboo one as an example because I don't think this is a spoiler, but just in case anyone doesn't want to hear it, you have your bamboo thing, but there will be times where people are around you, watching you do the bamboo thing, and they will respond and interact with you. And I just impressed a group of people that were watching me, and they left me a mask because I impressed them.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get flying pieces, and sometimes you get it's so even just the bamboo. I have no two bamboo experiences have been the same. No. So it makes me excited to want to go. Even the hot springs, there'll be a note on a hot spring. And if you pay attention to what the note says, you will get a different hot spring experience. It is so cool. And I am so happy they did that, because before I was like, ugh, it's another fox den I have to do. Yeah. Now I'm like, oh, it's a fox den. Let me go do it. Oh, it's a wolf den. Let me go do it. Because you don't know where it's going to go. And it might turn into this whole freaking grand adventure that you weren't expecting. And it's so fun. And I love it.
No, 100%. I like right there with you too. Like the fox dens are they're way more varied. One of them just like, there's one that's like, I just want little pets. I'm like, oh, okay, come on, little guy. And then like a walk 5 steps later to a wolf den, and he's like, hey, yo, you want some violence? It's so, the world is so like, the one thing that I appreciate the Ghost of Yotei team for doing is they really were just like, we get it. A lot of people love Tsushima, but what were the things that were the sticking points to people, and how can we expand on that? And one of the things was more variety in the open world. Like, you know, I was trying to tell someone in one of our DMs, because they were like, maybe it feels like more DLC. I'm like, it's not though. Like one moment I'm just traversing and I see that there's this hill, and I see that there's a little statue that I could pray to get some bonus health. And as I am approaching it, my horse is hit with an arrow, son of a bitch. And don't worry, not hurt. Don't worry. Her horse is fine, galloping away. And it just hit like the saddle. And so like it startles it, runs off, and I just realized I'm in this mist-covered grove, and overlooking me is a team of bowsmen, and they're shooting down at me. And I can't just simply run up because I'll just get, lit up. And I have to strategically take cover and start taking each one of these guys out while I'm approaching the embankment. Like, it's so cool how I'm stumbling in, and there's like a siege happening. I'm like, well, I want to go join the siege. It's like, it just feels so much more lively. And yeah, it's like, it's kind of like the Family Guy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. It's like, I want to get to this main story because I find myself over leveled, but at the same exact time, I'm like, I gotta go help this fox. Yeah, go for it, Light.
In the Spyglass edition, and sorry, Kyle, I want to let you talk to you. I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. The addition of the Spyglass has been such a welcome addition, because I will I just climb this whole thing up to a shrine. So now I have the high ground, and I get out my Spyglass and I look around, and you can like discover things with your Spyglass. So it's like, oh wait, that looks like it's a little different over there. What's over there? I'm going to hover over it. Boom. New location unlocked. Oh, there's a smoke plume over there. I'm going to hover over it. Boom, new location unlocked. And it's so cool because I went back to the first area to upgrade something because I didn't want to accidentally trigger the main story. So I went back to the first area to do it. And when I was there, I happened to just face a different direction. And I was like, wait a minute, is that a goddamn fox tree over there? And I thought I explored the whole first area. So I go to the fox tree, and then where the fox ends, I'm like, wait a minute, there's a bamboo strike right there. So I do the and then like, wait a minute, there's this. So I missed all these things in this one circle that I just missed. And it just literally kept leading me there. And it was because of my Spyglass, because I was like, is that a fox tree? I bring out my Spyglass. I was like, shit, I missed that. So I go hiking over there. And next thing you know, I have this whole region that I just didn't do and was able to discover.
That's so awesome. I didn't even know about the Spyglass. That's amazing.
If you hover over it, the little logo will turn gold, so you know to hover there, and then it will be like, boop,
and
location.
You get a little rumble in your controller too. Like,
ooh, all right.
Yeah, the Spyglass is definitely something I'm super into, but I had just shout out to just the way the open world is designed. don't remember ever really doing this a whole lot in Tsushima. Of
Yeah.
like, that tree looks real interesting over there in the distance. Let me run over that. It's probably an upgrade. Or oh, look at all these thick bamboo areas in this middle open world. Oh, that bamboo looks like it can cut into it, and there's something in the middle
Yep.
of there. It rewards you actually exploring the open world and uncovering the map in such a great way. The other two big improvements that I absolutely love: you don't gotta grind to level up to unlock perks. It's all tied to exploring and praying at altars, and it's so awesome. I love that so very much because grinding and getting experience in Tsushima, that was a lot. And then two, the second thing would be just the collectibles of where they actually feel fun to find in the open world, and it's not like, all right, I gotta make sure I go through every single house and grab every single thing. It's really, all that is just super super awesome, as well as like actually having not just the charms give you buffs, but like actual like kits and gear also doing special things. I have one for doing all the bounties in the first area that I absolutely love the look of, but with it makes the parry window harder.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to adjust to it, but it looks so damn cool that I want to wear it. Yeah. And just another just general thing, which I forget if one of the other oh, you know what? It's the next question, so I will hold off. I just saw the word that I was going to say, so I'll hold off.
So the other thing that I'll say, the combat. Oh man. So in the first game it was just samurai swords, right? And you had these different stances, and the way that they change it up in this game, which, you know, I think I talked about, was one of my concerns, was like, okay, will it break immersion that like she's carrying a pole arm and a double-handed sword and two swords, and then like, you know, it's gonna be like that Fallout TV show reference where she just has a guy with a caddy, you know, like walking around with her. But the weapon system in this game is so awesome. It's a more evolution to take on stances, which just really means there's more ways of doing cool shit with these weapons, getting cool chain kills with them. And once you get the rhythm down, it just feels like I'm like I am like an unstoppable storm. It's just, it feels so good. It feels like I am like this. Yeah, no, I am this infiltrator, trained killer. Like I am
And
the ghost. It's so great.
On that note too, since you brought up combat, the fact that the enemies will also switch their weapons, and you have to take into account that and switch your weapons as well in order to do the right damage, is awesome.
Yeah.
I love that little detail so much.
The enemies feel smarter in this, for sure. Like, they're like, oh, you took out your weapon to be good against this weapon, so I'm going to change my weapon to be good against that weapon. So it's kind of like a little dance there. But also just the way that they go about attacking you too. Like, I feel like they do a better job of fanning out and trying to circle around you. And it just feels like they're smarter. And it makes combat more challenging. And like, you actually have to focus on what you're doing versus in Tsushima now granted, I'm still early game versus Tsushima at the end. So this isn't a fair comparison, but like, you're kind of just going through the motions and you know you're going to destroy everybody. I feel like I have to actually pay attention to the combat in this.
Yeah. And speaking of combat as well, I'm trying to get this. Okay, there it is. Like the addition of the wolf. You know, there's a part in the game where I unlock the song on the guitar. I forget what it's called. The shamisen, yeah. And like, you play it, and if you're near bad guys, it summons a wolf, and I'm like, oh, you don't understand. This song means death. It's like, you guys are gonna get messed up. And those standoffs are so cool. God, I love this game so much. But the one thing that I will say, Captain Logan's 100% right. We were talking a little bit behind the scenes about this. It's like, stealth is like, what stealth? For me, it's so much easier to walk up to an encampment and just press L1 and just challenge everybody than going through stealth. Though it's there, it's definitely taking a backseat.
See, I couldn't be more different. I'm
I
stealthing
agree with
all over
Kyle.
the place.
Really?
I never just walk in guns blazing. I'm always stealthing everything.
Like, if I'm in the open world and I'm running up on the horses, like the enemies there patrolling, absolutely stand off every single time.
Okay.
But if I come across a Saito clan, know, encampment, I take out my spyglass far away. I see where all of them are, and then I go full stealth mode. And I like try to take them out. And I don't know if this happens later. Nobody spoil anything for me.
Right.
But it's taking me a minute to adjust to not having the stealth vision that Jin had.
Yes.
Where you can see people through walls. So like having to actually remember, okay, there's this guy, or I need to listen, he's over here to my right. And taking advantage of all the high grass and the ropes and the verticality, and there's an archer over there. Let me quietly take him out with a bow so he doesn't
using
see me
the
as I pop up.
jars to actually make people turn around.
Yes, like I personally am loving the stealth.
Yeah.
Now, here's one thing I want to say about improvements. Okay. I've wanted to say this for a whole long while, since it's really scene one, man. The biggest improvement here, not just story, but character. I love Jin Sakai so much. There's no, much love, right? Walking into this game, I was cautiously optimistic for Erika to really kill this role as Atsu, because, like, for me, it's about the attachment I had to Jin and his story. And I remember, Kyle, you and I, we were talking about, like, where does Jin go next in his adventures? And it's like, no, we're jumping a few hundred years in the future. It's this new protagonist. And it's like, okay, change is scary, but I'll see what you guys are cooking up. And Atsu, within the first few missions, her story is so much more dynamic. Her character has so much depth to them. They understood the assignment, where, like, Kyle, I felt like they were listening to you, where it's like, oh, you thought our writing was a little bit, okay, heavy-handed at times. We're going to give you something that's more in depth here. And Erika helps by just elevating it so much, where you could see that she studied for this role. Like, you can see she lived and breathed not just this movie, but Kurosawa films. Like, you can see that she has that statuesque of, like, yeah, I am this lone killer, and
I
it's
also
just
love it when there are people in the world who are like, oh, you're just a girl, you can't do that. And the way Atsu responds to them, of like not being aggressive, but like, okay, pay me double.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, if I win, give me your hat. That was my
favorite. Oh, I love that one. But like, just the confidence in which Erika is portraying Atsu in these scenes, she's absolutely crushing it.
She's not saying it, she just does it. Yeah.
Yep.
And I love that she also isn't beholden to the samurai code, and she's not wrestling with, like, Jin's story I liked when I played it. But by the end, I was sick and tired of him constantly battling back and forth with, oh, I'm a samurai. Oh, I'm like, no, cut the shit. You're not a samurai anymore. Let's just move on. Okay. I loved his story. But by the end, I was just like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this, Grandpa. I'm so glad she is not stuck in that. She knows what she is, and she is okay with that. And she will tell everybody that that's what she is.
100%. Like, to me, she's that line in Andor, man. She's like, I'm cursed for what I do. Like, she knows who she is. She's burdened with this curse of what's happened to her, this trauma. And while she's burdened with it, she's also more than that. And that's what I kind of love about Atsu. One of the faults of like someone like Ellie, where it seems like, oh, she's just blinded by this immediate anger. It's like, no, Atsu's had to live with this for decades, and she's plotted it out in her head, but also she's kind of realistic of, like, of her goals, but also like her code as well. It's not black and white. She knows the shades of gray, and she operates within it, like, incredibly well. She takes the world for as it is. And she, like, for when people are like, oh, it's just an average revenge story, it's like, on the surface, yes. On the surface. But I beg you to go just an inch deeper, because the things that she's wrestling with is more than, will revenge make me happy? There's something deeper there. And
That's
it's
like
deeper
saying-
than the code that Jin had to
Yeah,
you know,
that's like
battle
saying
with.
Sinners is just a vampire movie.
Exactly.
It's so much more than just a vampire horror movie.
And I'm not saying this is Shakespeare by any means or whatever, but what I am saying is it's more than what some folks try to make it out to be. Without spoiling it, there's something in there. There's a scene very early on where I'm like, fuck. And like I put my controller down. I was just like, oh, you went there. That is all right. I went downstairs and I hugged a loved one. Like, it's just like, it's one of those types of things. It's deeper, and her performance is just remarkable. I can't stop. Every scene she just owns. And shout out to the animators. I say this all the time. I get it. Shout out to the writers, the animators, because there's so many scenes where there's not a lot of dialogue and it's all sold within the face, and it's just like, yeah, man. So, like, there is a scene where there's no word spoken, and you're like, damn.
I do have a very important question for both of you.
Please.
Is your Atsu a stone cold killer and kills everybody that she comes across? Or, there's some times where she'll let somebody go. Like, how are you choosing when it comes to, like, are you going to outright kill or let it go? Because there's been plenty of times I've run into a Ronin several times who's like, fight me. It's like, I'm not going to fight you.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll kill him.
No, I let him go.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I let him go.
No, he's a running. He's got to die.
If you give me info, I'll let you go.
Oh, it's not somebody that I fought.
Oh,
It's just some guy that's training is like, you can't tell me what to do. And it's like, fight me. It's like, you're clearly not at a level yet. This is not a fair fight. I'm going to let you go.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. And no, I beat their ass. Belt to buns. There is one person I did the Spider-Verse meme of like the gasp, because there was like a drunk Ronin. I was just walking across and they found out I was the ghost by just looking at me like, you're the ghost. And I'm like, and he's like, please don't kill me. He's cowering in fear, and I accidentally hit square and I killed him. I'm like, oh shit. No.
accidentally, my finger slipped.
My bad. But yeah, like, it's, man, like Papa Taz writes in. Let's get more of these questions in.
Yeah.
Trophy Room Trio.
Man, we got to do a spoiler talk at some
We
point.
do.
There is
100%.
one side story that I just did that I want to talk about so bad.
So
There's
bad.
a bounty too that I want to talk about.
I think we might. Mine is also
Same.
a bounty that I
Same.
want to talk about.
Between Ghost and Expedition 33, Taz 44 writes, I'm having a hard time deciding what my game of the year is. So my question is, what's been your favorite world details within Yone? I love camping and the hot springs features. For camping, I love relaxing by the fire, eating your food, watching your horse sleep. Oh, he's so cute. Playing the guitar, and having a guest walk up. Without the hot spring, I feel at peace with Atsu when she reflects, or with
my
the
God.
hot springs.
Can I please start? Because
Go for
I've
it.
been dying to talk about this with you. And
Yeah.
this is not a spoiler. It legit is like one of the first missions to unlock the dual katanas. You have
Okay.
to do it early.
Oh,
on.
I know what you're talking about. It's not spoiler. Everybody relax.
It's not, so chill. You find this guy up in the mountain, and
Yeah.
he's training you. It's
Yeah.
like you're weak in your left hand.
Yeah.
You gotta cut down these bamboo. And like
Uh-huh.
we all played Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
We know what we were waiting for. But it was like L1, L3 left
Diabolical.
diabolical. And they're like, oh my god, this is so hard. But why is it so hard? And then it sunk in. Because Atsu isn't strong in her left hand, and neither are we, and we're not used to this button input. And the fact that they built that into the game worlds and why Atsu wasn't doing it, and then as you continue to train, it becomes easier, and the buttons change, and it's easier to input. I'm like, oh my god, Mwah, mwah. Oh, chef's kiss.
Were you able to successfully do it? Like the
No.
first? No, I kept failing out. Mr. Light's like, oh, no, I did it. It just took me 2 tries. I was like,
Absolutely not.
No,
Absolutely
failed out of
not.
it.
There was
Did it.
no way I was doing it.
Also,
okay,
ask him to
Pokey, we're
prove
over
that.
here.
Prove that to us.
I
believe
I
it.
just kept failing, and he's like, you need more training, and then cut me off from trying, and I was like, damn it, I'm gonna
I love that.
Like there's several things where like Atsu's learning, and it's hard, and it's not an automatic success. It's those level of details in there that I just absolutely love. What about you, like?
I still think of the two, and again, not fair because I'm 15 hours into Ghost and I beat Expedition 33. But I think of the two, Expedition 33 is still my game of the year just
Sure.
because it is so unique in that story. I just loved. That's not to say I'm not loving this story, but like we said before, it is absolutely a sequel, but it's still a sequel, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it has improved upon everything I loved on Ghost, but it's an improvement on a game that I've loved. Versus Expedition 33 was very new to me. I'm not saying it was the first to do what it did, but for me, it was my first time experiencing a story like that, gameplay like that. So that still is my game of the year.
Yeah.
But like they really are doing I have one complaint at this point, and it's just that in my mind, they did not improve the climbing mechanics, and that's a little frustrating.
I agree.
Because it feels dated at this point. But it's an amazing game. Just for me, I think Expedition 33 is still going to be my game of the year, just because it's so new and different for me.
Yeah, 100%.
Shout out to the fire too, actually destroying the high grass and burning it all away.
And accidentally burning me when I roll into when I'm dodging away into like one of those whatever fire things, and I knock it over, and then everything's on fire and I'm on fire, and I was just trying to dodge away from the guy with the fire.
Yeah, this one time where I accidentally hit like a candle and it lit the guy on fire. I was like, and he was really tough up until that point. That broke his concentration. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ham then. Blue Wave 5 writes, hey guys, Ghost of Yotei. I've never been drawn to this type of game or the Japanese culture, either though I wish I was. However, with everybody hyped for it and all the streamers playing it, I feel some desire to try it. I have other games I want to play: Expedition 33, Oblivion Remaster, Death Stranding 2, and Borderlands 4. Money's been tight for me this year, and I haven't picked up any of them yet. Would you recommend someone like me who isn't a fan of Japanese games to skip this one, or wait for a sale down the line? Or is this game so good that I should buy it ASAP? Good question, Blue Wave.
I have follow-up questions, but first of all, if money is tight, don't force yourself to get it. You can wait whenever you're ready. But like, what's your style of game? Do you like RPGs? Go Clair.
Yeah.
Or Oblivion. If you like the shooty bang bangs, Borderlands. It's a good game. Death Stranding is a long one, and it can be a little bit repetitive at times. But if you like that kind of it's still very good. I think even though you're not a fan of Japanese games, there's enough awesome game there in Yotei for you to be really into.
Yeah.
I feel like, and if he's listening, he can correct me, but Mr. Light was kind of Japanesed out because with Shadows, and there was just like a couple other things that he has recently played or watched, and he just feels like there's been a lot of Japan recently in terms of like location for media. So he was like, I think I'm gonna wait on Yotei. I need a break. And he didn't wait on Yotei. He got it right away, and he has been absolutely loving it as well. So even though he was not necessarily like a fan of the setting on paper, he's still loving it and really having a great time with it. So
there you go.
If that is your only holdup, I would say I don't think that that's enough of a holdup to not give it a try. Yep. But those other games that you have listed are phenomenal. And I know we're a PlayStation podcast, and I know they just raised their prices. But if you have an Xbox, you can do 1 month of Game Pass. And I'm sorry, you can do 1 month of Game Pass and play Expedition 33 and Oblivion Remastered in that 1 month. So that could be a potential option for you as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love that.
I'm gonna get so much hate. Well, you're gonna get so much hate on my behalf, Joe. I'm sorry.
She's obviously paid off by Microsoft. Yeah,
when
I
it
know.
comes to money, if money is tight, if you can do whatever $30 a month and play 2 games within that $30 a month, if you can beat them both in 1 month, and then you can cancel your subscription, why not do that if you have the option?
100%. 100%.
I'm just saying.
No, yeah. About that argument too, like a lot of people have been saying, it's like, it just means I have to really be more calculative about like what I'm playing. So like if you could be calculative and go like, all right, I think I can beat these 2 games, and at your own pace, but like if you don't feel like whatever, yeah. Or if you don't have one, listen, I get it. Not a lot of people do at this point, but
it's true.
That said, man, Xbox, if they've been good sports with us, you'll find out next week why. Yeah, it's been such a great time with Yotei, and I've become such a stand for this series and Sucker Punch as a whole, where like it's easy for me to go, just do it, dude, don't worry, because I was the same, just like you. I was never into like Japanese culture or whatever have you, but now I bought my own kimono, and understand the culture completely. No joke. But like it's something where it's like the first game opened my eyes to like the history of Japan.
You had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
You did. I genuinely thought you bought yourself a kimono. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I became one of those white dudes. Yeah. Anyway, but like it got me fascinated in the culture and the history of it, and wanted, it made me, for the first time ever in my life, go, I want to take a trip to Japan. Like, I'm so bad now, because of Ghost of Tsushima. So Ghost of Yotei, I'm like, now I gotta go to Izo. Like, there's just so many places I gotta visit here. So for me, it's like, yeah, no, go buy it. And I love discovering a game that proves like whatever you held against that genre or whatever, like proves it wrong and you fall in love with it. That being said, though, if money is very tight, what are you the most excited to play? I would still always go with Expedition 33 because it's a smaller dev, and yes, I get it. They got 5 million sold. Make it 5 million one. I love that. Death Stranding 2 was my game of the year. I don't know what it is anymore, to be honest. It could be Silk Song still. I gotta beat it. It could be Yotei. I don't know. And Expedition, I gotta beat. But it's been, I think what you outlined right here is like, it's been such a good year for video games, man, that we are just, man, we are dying by just how many good games are out right now. Like, it's so weird covering games because it feels like the worst year for video game news, but yet the best year for video games. So yeah, there's just burdened by all the choice. Do what makes your heart sing, my friend.
Can I now share with you the bit that I was going to do, but I didn't have the tools to do it?
Please, go for it.
So when the topic of us talking about Yotei was going to pop up, I was going to start acting like an Asmongold and one of these unwashed people, and then dump water on me or spray water. It's like, I'm not myself when I'm smelly. And then go into talk about how great it is. I really wanted to do it, but
man. First off, I love how people are now starting to give him shit of just like, I saw Shroud do it. The other thing is like, listen, I'm not gonna fall into one of those dumb political like skits that this guy's doing. I'm just gonna do my own thing. I was like, thank God, yes, call these people up by name. Shame. We need to bring it back as a society. I don't know what the hell we're doing here anymore. That said, listen, end of Yotei discussions. We're loving our time with it thus far. It's a high recommend. This is one of the best games I've played this year. And even with playing Assassin's Creed Shadows as well, it's like, yeah, give me more of this game. It's like both are great. Yeah.
Can I just say one thing about that? Because my fear was this and Shadows were going to feel too similar. I really do feel like they both did a great job of still making their games feel completely unique. And people are going to pit them against each other just because they are set in the same setting and they're similar-ish on paper. They are both, if you go into them realizing that they are their own separate thing, they're still both very strong games, depending on what you're looking for. And I still love both of them.
100%. 100%. It doesn't, and just to echo that, like, just because you love one game doesn't mean you have to hate the other. It's like you can like
Right.
both. It's incredible how that works. All right, gang, listen, that's what you've been playing. Ghost of Yotei, we're loving our time with it. Man, go help some foxes out, you know? That said, Kyle, could you believe it? There's still more games coming out this year.
What? No.
Yeah.
I know. Prepare the
I-
drop. Here are the latest news and deals coming to the PlayStation storefront. You get the deal. It's the holiday season, baby.
We'll talk about it next week. Oh yeah, crap! You didn't ask if we were holding on to anything. I also have mine. Okay, how is the black version of the controller?
I should
Which one
not
do you
have.
prefer?
I should not have gotten both.
Okay.
I should not have gotten both. It's they're nice. I like it.
Yeah.
See, I was afraid to just get the gold because I was worried it's gonna look like poop.
Sure. Yeah.
So that's why I also got the black, and also I'm just a sucker for black. I just
Yeah.
love it.
Same.
I didn't need both.
But which one's better, gold or black?
The black is more limited, which is why I wanted it.
Same.
I personally do think I like the black a little bit better.
Yeah.
I think the gold
Okay.
is prettier than it looked in pictures, but I still do think I like the black better.
Yeah.
Because it
See, I
looks like
always
the
liked
brush
the gold.
strokes to me.
Yeah.
Which I really
that
like.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, have you seen, by the way, I know this PlayStation podcast, I kind of miss it in flashies. There's an exclusive Walmart blue DualSense
saw it.
controller.
I want it.
Yeah, it's either you love it or hate it. And
I
I
didn't
kind of
see
say,
it.
Oh, I'll pull it up because you have.
yeah,
to see
please pull it up. It's incredibly blue. Like, it is kind of like Walmart blue, and then it has the sacred symbols on the touchpad, which is like a nice little addition. And then
Okay.
the analog sticks are very bright blue. Here,
Oh.
Kyle's pulling it up right here.
Oh wow.
I really like
That's-
it because I like
Mhm.
blue. But part of me, because I think they're calling it the icon blue.
Okay.
Hear me out here. Okay.
All right.
I don't think this is the last Color Blast DualSense we're gonna get
Oh yeah.
because it calls icon blue. This is just the X blue. We're gonna get a pink square blue. We're gonna get
Okay.
a green triangle blue, a red circle blue,
All
so on and
right.
so forth.
I'm on board.
I kind of wish the sacred symbols were like the big symbols instead of the little ones on the touchpad, so they, but
Sure.
you know.
Yeah.
But it does have like.
Oh, it looks
um,
better when it's zoomed. Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah,
better
yeah.
now that I can see it.
It's like
Okay.
I was like the touchpads on the normal one doesn't have the symbols on it, so I
Yeah.
do like that touch a whole lot. And there is
Yeah.
in a Japanese symbols on the back as
Okay.
well.
No,
Okay.
I like it. I won't get it. I'm on a spending freeze at the moment,
Same.
but
Yeah,
I do.
couldn't pull the trigger on the God of War one either, and now it's sold out.
I'm glad. So one thing that was kind of sucky is I got the collector's edition. I got the 2 controllers. I didn't realize they were all going to be coming out of my bank account at the same time.
Mhm.
I was like,
Mm.
I bought those months ago. Nope.
Mm.
Nope. It all pulled, and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Not planning for that. So
It's okay. Who needs to eat at Disneyland anyway? You know,
who needs money?
not me, dude. Are you kidding me?
Another question of
Yes.
do we need it? Just Dance 2026 is coming out next week for PS5
Wait,
on
what?
October 14th. Yeah, Just
They're
Dance
still doing that?
2026.
Oh.
Because we're doing the drop. This is the section.
Yeah.
Of the show,
Oh,
right?
right. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was confused. I'm sorry.
It was a good transition, Kyle. It was a good
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
transition.
great.
Yeah, Just
What
Dance
up about this?
2026 edition, October 14th.
All
Very
right.
excited. NASCAR
excited.
25, also on the 14th. My personal most looking forward to game for the rest of the year comes out next week on the 15th.
Oh.
Ball Pit from Devolver. Oh my god,
All right.
it's. Do neither of you know what Ball Pit
No.
is?
I saw it was in the Nindies world.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Look
it's-
that up.
Mhm.
It's
Look it
are
up.
you familiar with like the I forgot what the now brick breaking games where you
Mhm.
hit the ball and it like ping pongs
Yeah.
back and you so it's like that, but it's a roguelike where you can
Oh.
like get powered balls that do different abilities and I think after you win it then turns into like a city builder where you build up your city and stuff like yeah.
Okay, I was picturing like a Discovery Zone type game where you dive into a ball
No,
pit, but
no,
that's
no,
cool
no,
too.
no. Yeah,
No,
I'm
no,
so
yeah.
excited for ball.
First
Pit.
off, I love how this episode Jiminy's getting closer and closer to the mic.
I hate it.
We need
Again,
to get his own
legit was
camera.
quiet.
Yeah.
If I
Get a
could
Jiminy
find
camera.
him, sure. I can't find him.
He's in the
I'm just
balls.
happy that other people can hear him and it's just not in my head.
Yeah.
Because
That's fair.
oh boy. Also next week on October 17th from developer Triple A with a question mark in it. That's fun. Lumo 2 comes to PlayStation 5. It looks like a puzzle game.
All right.
That's it for next week.
Ooh, I can breathe. And then the Outer Worlds 2 comes out, and then I'm suffocating again. And then Ninja Gaiden comes out, and then I won't be playing that, but I'll be seeing people play and go, wow, you're real good at that game. I wish I could be. Hey, gang, it's time for, sadly, the last segment, but our favorite segment of the show. It's time for the Sony Pony Express.
Yeah. Also, like if you missed it, Power Wash Simulator 2 got a date, and it's in 2 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
October 23rd.
Ooh.
I still haven't beat Power Wash Blood. Will I be confused with the story? Will I be confused on the story?
The gnomes might be up to something that you might not understand, but you'll be okay. The first bit is...
Real talk, if I may, I played real life Power Wash Simulator.
It's satisfying, isn't it?
Real satisfying. I washed my car with the power wash. It was like, here, connect the foam to it. I was foaming the car. I was like, ooh, this is fun. And then I got to spray it down. It was nice. But then the wiping took a lot out of me. I didn't like that much.
Sure.
You know?
Stingray writes in, what's your first played game of 2026?
Bruh.
I can't think 2 weeks ahead of myself right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Stingray. I don't got it in me.
When I saw this, man, I had a panic attack.
I'm surviving a day at a time right now.
Exactly.
Let's see. 2 years ago, it was my holiday break was consumed by Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Joe and I both started it, and that's all we played all Christmas break. So that was my first game of the year. I think last year was something I was catching up on for the Trophy Room Awards, whatever it was. So it's probably a similar thing here. Maybe Silent Hill. Maybe, I don't know.
For me, probably Expedition, because I lied to myself saying I played it in Thanksgiving break, and then everybody's yelling at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Ghetto Berry writes in. Question for you two, because this is up your alley. Speaking of the Black Ops 7 beta,
Blops.
It's having a free trial for a week that includes multiplayer and even the campaign. You can play the story and no doubt complete it before the trial ends. While on the subject of COD, which story is the best? Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 still stick with me to this day.
Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare Reboot 2. Love that story. Love the Mexican villa mission where it turns into Last of Us / Resident Evil, whatever is your style. So good.
Which one is the one with the numbers?
Black Ops.
Black Ops 1?
I think
Where you figure out what the numbers are, though? I'm going to say Black Ops 1.
Okay, Black Ops 1. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, also, like, this latest Black Ops ain't bad. That last level is pretty impressive, actually. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, there's some inventive shit that they do. Okay. All right, Kyle Stevenson.
Green Gorilla Gamer writes in. Strap in. It's a long one.
All right.
And
everybody was praising the wall of text, by the way.
He also gets a little sassy with us.
Oh, okay.
A little bit. Not you, because I don't think you were here for that episode.
I was going to say, check that sass at the door, sir.
Green Gorilla Gamer writes in, sup, fam? All right, now that I'm officially caught up in the episodes, I've got a question for you three. Now, Joe and Kyle, we've talked about this in the past, but apparently there needs to be a refresher course. And now that Tegan is here, I'd like to see where she lands. So here's an important question for the Sony Pony Express.
Go mansplain it to her, okay? Go mansplain it to her.
Spoilers. Everyone seems to have some sort of rule or line that they follow when it comes to spoilers. Now, a few weeks ago, you guys were talking about Spider-Man 2 and what was deemed a spoiler for that. And then an episode before that, talking about pretty sure Ragnarok and saying that the game has been out for a while, so spoilers are fine. But in one of those two episodes, talking about the Halo series, Tegan mentions she hasn't played Halo 4 and she will be soon, and y'all made sure to hush and not spoil anything for her, even though that game has been out for years longer than either of the above mentioned titles. I've also heard the argument, not specifically from you guys, that if something has been out longer than 5 years or maybe even a bit more, anyone who wanted to watch or play that specific thing would have done it already.
Really
Now, let me
did.
finish that by saying that's bullshit, lol. I waited 10 years to play The Last of Us. I was 13 when that game came out. I had access to a PS3, but would not have been allowed to play that. And sure, when I got my PS4 in 2021, I could have played it instead of a while later playing the remake on PS5, but there's so many games. I don't have all the time in the world to catch up on everything that I've missed in games or film. Still haven't played God of War, or only played Uncharted 4 last year, even though the trilogy is some of my favorite titles, and on it goes. So I very much appreciate when people talk about games without spoiling them, no matter how old they are. But that brings me to you three. I'm curious to see where you all land, especially since occasionally you have spoiled games on the show. Uncharted 4 and Batman Arkham City come to mind. But then don't spoil games that you yourself haven't played, like a Halo 4 perhaps. So what rule do you follow, and where do you land on spoilers, especially when it comes to the age of the title, game, or film? Joe, you're still getting me with Donkey Kong Bonanza. Much love and God bless.
So first, I'm gonna start with this one.
Yeah,
First,
I think we need to make a definitive, like, this is where we stand with spoilers.
okay, but first I am gonna apologize because I get that that's
It's a lot.
we are all over the place. I get that. That's not fair. I will take we will take ownership of that. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. I think if the game has been out for a couple of years, we usually do a good job of prefacing and saying, "Hey, this could be spoilers, fast forward." I could be wrong on that, but I feel like we are typically pretty good on that so that hey, I haven't played this game. I am going to fast forward. But I also don't think it's fair to expect us to not talk about anything from a story from a game that has been out for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I think Halo was a little different because I'm sitting here on the show and saying I haven't played it. Versus we have a large audience. We don't know what they have played. I think if a game has just come out this year, last year, try not to say anything. But if it's been like God of War lengths amount of time, saying, hey, we're going to talk about this, fast forward 5 minutes, I think is probably fair.
Yeah. Like, if we're talking about God of War, we're not going to talk about the twist of God of War. Like, you know what I mean? Like, big story elements.
Without prefacing it, right? And
100%.
And I think the difference is, I also think it's a little different, just using you like as an example. I'm not sure if you were planning on doing Halo 4 on your channel or whatnot, but I want to make sure that your reactions while you're playing that game for content is still pure to your
and
content,
genuine.
and
Yeah,
I don't want
to
taint that at all. But when it comes to just saying specifically PlayStation games or a PlayStation show, and this is maybe an issue that I have, of like, I would imagine that most of the people that listen to our show have played the big ones within the time frame that we set of when we can actively start talking about it, or even when we preface it. So that's a me problem, but it's I feel people listen to us not just because we're entertaining. Hey, appreciate you. But like, we're a PlayStation show first and foremost, so we're going to talk about the games that mean so much, and it's hard to do that without talking about specific story moments. And like, recent titles for sure. Don't want to spoil anything for anybody, especially now because of money. It's hard for everybody. But like a God of War 2018, that was 7 years ago.
And I get, like, I am someone who has missed a lot of games, so I absolutely get where they're coming from. But I do think, like, unfortunately, we do have to talk about story things on here. They are going to come up. We are going to compare new games to old games. So I think we can be cognizant of that people haven't played it, and give those warnings and give those spoilers. But I also think it's like, okay, if it's been out for 5 years, we're probably okay to talk about it if we are like, hey, skip ahead.
Yep.
I that's how I would feel. Obviously, we can get all your input. We have Discord. Join Discord. Let us know your thoughts on it. But it is really hard to be like, yeah, we're not going to talk about anything story related to any game.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like when we're like, for example, with Yotei, it's like non-spoiler. You know, like, when we talk about something, because I understand like sometimes it's like, hey, so spoilers, and then they get right to the thing.
Yeah.
You see how like we kind of like I try to like dangle it for a minute, because I know it's like, hey, there's a 5-second delay between you and the dashboard of whatever, right?
Mhm.
So like I try to give you guys at least 10 seconds for you to find the skip button, and I try to make that point then known and then drop it immediately, or to give you guys time to like click out of a tab and click into this one and mute for 5-10 seconds. That's
But
important.
like a game of like Yotei is interesting. The game just came out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're all nowhere even close to finishing this game.
Mhm.
And it's a bad habit, I know. I'm a chronic TikTok scroller. There's so many TikToks that I have to scroll super fast because they are
Mhm.
spoiling endgame moments or spoiling fights or spoiling gear that I would like. I want to experience that for myself. I know of Easter egg things that are in there, but I've already been spoiled on one that I'm not super happy about.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
I've been
Yeah.
spoiled God of War 2018 on Facebook before that game came out. It ruined it for me. So
Mhm.
like I get it. I totally do, but I think a few years of I think it's good enough for us to talk about it.
Mhm.
And especially like you said, like we don't just like, hey, Nathan Drake showed up in Horizon Forbidden West and was the
Right.
big bad of the game. Like,
Right.
no, we would preface it with, hey, spoilers if you haven't played this, blah blah blah, and then we kind of go into it.
And going back to the Halo thing, it is a little different when one of us hasn't played one of those games because we are the ones having the conversation. Like, I'm not going to sit here to your face and be like, I know you haven't played this. Here's a spoiler. You know what I mean?
Well,
so we're
just
going to
like
be
earlier, you haven't finished Silent Hill 2 yet. I want to talk
Right.
about the ending, but I'm not going to do it here on the show because somebody
Right.
else might be in
I
the
mean,
same,
listen.
and that was last year.
And I have no problem spoiling Halo 4 right here, right now, because they're never going to finish any story they try to tell.
And also, this is a PlayStation podcast, so fuck that.
Exactly. Rampancy was a bad MacGuffin. There you go. Don't make a girl a promise you can't keep. Like, we won't spoil anything on the show ever. All that stuff. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Jeez Louise. All right.
Great question, though. Great question.
No, 100%.
Absolutely great.
And also, way to hold us
best.
accountable in
1,000,000%.
A kind way.
Yes.
Respectful way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call
you.
me
That's
out
what I was
if I ever slip up, please.
Mhm.
I will take accountability. 1,000,000%.
But also, I take no accountability.
But also, we can do no wrong, so fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, speaking about doing all the wrong, Daddy Duali writes in, hey, Kyle and Light, don't let Joe deflect about our Fantasy Critic League. We see through his lies. Keep the pressure on. We need to see the trophies. # release the list.
It's already
Besides the list thing.
Yeah.
Call that joke to a different thing.
No. Listen.
Release it, man.
Yeah. What are you hiding, Joe?
Nothing.
Are you playing waifu games? What are you playing?
Listen, there are some trophies in that list that would make me easy platinums that would make me look bad. So we got to make sure we're redacting the right stuff.
Them. Everybody
I
has them.
have probably 100 cheap, easy platinums. I do not care.
Right, and shameless.
There are games I would judge you for, but not for being easy platinums.
Right.
For being horn dog games. I will judge you for those.
Listen,
You have every right to play them, but you are my friend and I will judge you.
Can I bring an actual piece of feedback that I think will help you release your trophies?
Okay, yeah.
One of my favorite things about Yotei is friend of the show, Mike Tandra, who's also playing it with me.
Love that, man.
But before he texts me about the game, about a thing that he's hit, he will check my trophies to see if I have unlocked it yet.
Smart.
Before he says it.
Smart man.
So, come on, Joe. We're just talking about spoilers. Let us see it so we know what we can talk about with you.
There's just so many discrepancies we got to go through. This is my second profile, technically. Not technically, it is.
So what?
So what? It's just, listen, I'm playing other games right now that I can't say.
That's fine. No one's going to shame you for what you are or not playing. We just want to see.
But maybe there's
trophies.
spoilers, and maybe Ixnay maybe some people said there's spoilers in the trophies, eh? and someone
Well,
gets
that's
to
on them.
see.
And
they
if
go-
they look
if they
on
go
it, that's
super-
on them.
Sometimes.
Also,
you
PlayStation
know.
has made it. You have to click a button to reveal a trophy.
No, it's not. It's not like hidden trophy. Okay, so sometimes
Yes,
I'm
it
playing the
is.
game. Sometimes I'm playing the game early, right? And I get this message. I love you guys. Keep doing it. Don't stop. I love it. It's validating. But like, oh wow, you got this game early. Congrats. It's great.
Well, that's because
Excellent.
you're not hiding it in the settings correctly.
Well, okay. Well, fuck. Okay, so I gotta really double back that. I thought if I just do invisible.
No.
No,
okay.
you have to change it to like close friends only or whatever.
Yikes.
And
okay. PR people,
no.
I didn't know that.
Or just check off the game completely from showing at all.
But you guys know sometimes like PR is like, hey, listen, like don't show that you're playing this. Turn yourself invisible for that. And so that's just how I do it, right? And
But
sometimes I
clearly
forget.
not correctly.
Well, now that I've learned that.
Also, I would like to clarify, if you do play horny games, I don't actually judge you. I judge you for fun if you're my friend,
No.
because that's I
Yes.
bully my friends. That's my
Yeah.
love language. Okay, I'm not actually judging you
don't-
for what you play.
No,
That-
you want to hear
Yuck
something funny?
anyone's yum here.
If
you
it's
know?
if it's a legal activity, you do you, boy.
Exactly. Well, here's something funny. So my best friend's fiance, right, or whatever soon to be, he's he was gaming at like 3:00 in the morning, right? That's typical hours for him. He's a night owl, and one of his friends that he usually like plays at normal hours and goes off whatever. He sees that he's popped online. He's on Steam, and he's playing like. He's like one of those like.
Is he
porn
playing
games.
cookie clicker? Wink, wink.
100%.
But the cookie ain't a cookie. The cookie is a cookie.
It's like, how do you have that talk with your friend of like, I know
It's
what you're
called pet
doing
the
with
cat, but the word isn't cat. You know?
your- Wow. No. In time, listen, in time, we're going to get it all figured out. Okay. Might even pardon myself. I don't even know.
Hey, you know what we should do next week for a post show?
What's that?
Next week is Steam Next Fest. Let's go through the list of some of these games that are in Next Fest. Because I guarantee you, there's
Do
probably
we-
some stuff on there.
Do we play them for the plot?
If you want the algorithm to go in that way, like,
No.
feel free.
No way. All right, let's get this bozo off here. This Daddy Diwali guy. Enough time on him.
Finally,
Okay.
from Scott9572. Hello, Jensen lady, longtime listener. Back when Joe was trying to get you censored for his Jim Ryan takes.
Ooh, that's
Oh
way
boy,
back, man.
remember when you used to steal Andrew House's mail and make fun
Steal
of him
mail.
and his family on the show every week? That's
Yeah,
why
like the
PlayStation
Grinch.
doesn't talk to us.
That makes sense now you say it.
But new to the Discord, first off, thanks for the years of entertainment and light. Well done on keeping these lads in check.
You sure about that, Scott?
She's one of
That
us.
is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Appreciate it, Scott.
My question to you, as a Scot from Scotland,
Oh
I
my God, I
remember
love that.
Light saying that she would love to visit Scotland one day. What has been your favorite location / setting in a game, and what is your dream place for a game to take place?
Such a good question. Oh my
Oh, that's hard.
god. Right?
This might be a really dumb take here.
Please.
I am tired of all the video games that take place in the United States to be in Los Angeles,
Right.
New York,
Yeah.
or Miami.
Sure.
Mhm.
Give me some other cities in North America.
Mhm.
Let me get a Toronto game from Canada, or like,
Right.
well, less
Austin.
listen Seattle. Let's take Seattle and that out too. But like,
Yeah.
give me a game set in Dallas or like
Yeah.
Austin. Austin's
Yeah.
weird. I hear it keep it weird. Like I wanted to play a game. in
Portland would be
Austin.
so fun.
Oh, so
Yeah.
fun. Far Cry. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Come on.
I loved I never beat it, but the one DLC in The Witcher where it's like the vibrant colors and it's supposed to be like the Riviera and like that whole
Yeah.
thing with like the you know what I'm talking about.
I like the,
Where he
the
builds-
waving arms.
Where he builds the house.
100%. I love that for you.
I love that area. I love the feel of Skellige in The Witcher 3, but also I just
Mhm.
love the music, so I feel like that's the vibes too.
God, Skellige is so
See, as Meg in chat says, I live in Austin. It's very weird. I want to play a game in there.
also, sorry you live in Texas, Mick. see. Skellige is so good, but I also feel like that's so.
Toussaint. Thank you. Blood and Wine. There we go.
I see. I still need to go to Toussaint. I mean, everybody knows what my favorite location is. Let's go to Bloodborne. Let's go to
Yharnam.
Gothic Victoria, Yharnam setting. My goodness, what's a setting that I would love for them to explore? We also get like a lot of London. I would love to see what people think of Madrid, Barcelona. Like, let's get some Spanish representation here, right? My homeland. Goodness, like, dude, some of the like the beauty that is Spain is that it's arid temperature, so it's kind of like arid, like Texas. But then you also get these beautiful coastlines like that are just right off a painting. So I would love to see like an open world game explore all the different environments.
They could do a really cool Assassin's Creed from Mirage leading into, because of all the trade and all the everything, like they were all osmosising.
Yep.
You know.
I got one. Hear me out, everybody. What if we get an Assassin's Creed game during the Reconstruction era where we play as a black assassin going after the Ku Klux Klan?
With the same type of music as
Sinners.
Why does my brain not work?
Sinners, yeah.
I feel like
no,
that'd be I would play that.
Django,
thank you.
Django.
When I don't know words, I just waggle my fingers and magically someone else will know the words for me.
That's the thing, man. It's like, dude, like, Django is one of my favorite movies. Just
give me those little shades.
Yeah, little shades. Come on,
dude, love it.
Another cool thing, like, even if we go back to a new city, and say what you will about this franchise, the games haven't been super great. I like 2 a whole lot.
Same.
I want Watch Dogs versions of other cities in the world.
Yes.
Like a futuristic version of places. I think there might already be a game that has it, but like give me a future like Tokyo. Like super, super high tech, even more high tech than we've ever seen before. I think would be really, really cool.
Yeah. I like that. I like that for you.
That being said, to steal your line, Joe, that being said, I loved the Assassin's Creed games like 2 and Brotherhood, the ones that are in Florence and Rome, so much that Mr. Light and I built our entire honeymoon on the locations in those games. So
that's awesome.
Locations really do inspire.
God, yeah. That said, this has been all the questions this week. Thank you all so much for writing in. Again, write in your questions or head on over to the Discord server, become part of the fam, and we ask questions, and there's a good chance, we add yours into the show. It's never guaranteed, but it's always a good chance. That said, anything we'd like to spotlight before we get out of here? Light, spotlight away.
If you like gaming content, you can follow me on YouTube at Lightweight Gaming for Let's Plays, or Twitch at Lightweight Gaming for streams, which will be starting up hopefully soon. And if you like movie and TV show reaction content, you can follow me over at Lightweight Reacting and on socials under those names as well.
Hot dang. Kyle Stevenson, what say you, sir? What's the exciting news that you and Mike over there at 6-1 are cooking up?
Oh, I guess you just have to follow me at Mr. Case at pretty much everywhere to find out. Can't say anything much very soon.
Secrets.
6-1 Indie for all indie game goodness over there. Indie Game Awards, December 18th. We're in full planning mode. You know how you hear Jiminy and it's a constant noise? That's the constant buzzing in my head of all the things that I have to do for Indie Game Awards every day. Yeah, and like I always say, and shout out to, I think it was Matthew Kennedy tagged me in something in Blue Sky. Tell the people how much you love and appreciate their work, and anyone that means anything to you, how much you love and appreciate them, because it means the world. He did the same for Erica. I saw today on Blue Sky. Erica Ishii from Yotei. Yeah, it means the world. So go do that, please.
Yeah, please. You can find me over at Mr. Badbit here on Blue Sky, Twitter, all the places. Find me there. You can find this show over on youtube.com/PS Trophy. If you're in the live chat, before you go, please hit like, share, subscribe, hit that hype button. God, I don't know what it does, but apparently only good things. And if you really, really like us, please head on over to patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. It really does help us out. And yeah, with all that said, with all that out of the way, if you really, 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 really like us and you don't have money to send our way, that is A-okay. Hit us with a 5-star review over on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever you can rate us. That would be fantastic. Okay, now with all that said, with all that out of the way, we love y'all. Keep your wits about you. Keep hunting and keep playing PlayStation. Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you.